Jacksonville.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine. Cougars, go time on a Wednesday morning. Hump day, stump day. We've made Wednesday one of our favorite fun shows of the week because we got to get over that hump. Weekend is coming. Today's 10-10 XL day at the Jumbo Shrimp. So if y'all could sneak away, get a little afternoon baseball in. What's that, 12:05 first pitch, Gibby?
Yes, it is. I've got the Shrimp and Grit shirt on today,
Nice.
so I'm ready to go.
Look at you. You're going to be down there today.
I will.
All right.
I'll be there.
Yeah. Y'all stop by if you can. I think the girls are doing helmets and heels. The ladies are doing helmets and heels down at the ballpark. And we got all kinds of cool stuff down there. So pop by the Jumbo Shrimp today, AAA of the Miami Marlins. If you can work it into your afternoon schedule, bring sunscreen and maybe one of those little portable fans. Or maybe one of those, like those gel things that you put around your neck. You ever seen the people with those?
Yeah, I think those work.
Yeah, they do work. They're the kind of thing that you never like go get yourself, but every time you see someone with one on, you're like, yeah, that's a good idea. Should have done that. All right, 6 o'clockers up and at 'em. I hope you 6 o'clockers appreciate you get like my A game, which isn't great, but it's the A game. You get it fresh, right? Get it hot off the presses here. In fact, sometimes people will text, later in the show, Prosser, you're repeating yourself. I appreciate your TSL up there at 3 minutes. See what I did there, Gibby? I dropped in a radio term, time spent listening. Yeah, I appreciate you. If you go from 6:10 till we're off at 9:45, 10 o'clock, man, God bless you. We love you. But most people we're hitting for 20, 30, maybe at 40 minutes at a time. So, yeah, some things will be repeated as you go through. Some stories you want to make sure you talk about for the totality of the audience. But you get it fresh right here, man, like a pancake. How are you doing this morning, Gibby?
I'm fired up, man. We got the stadium pass last night.
Yeah.
It was very exciting. That was kind of a formality, it felt like, but it's really cool to see it.
Sure,
yeah,
but
really
still,
cool.
We're going to get to that in just a second. I think that qualifies as a top story this morning.
Oh, yeah.
I'm tired, Gibby. You know why? You know what I've decided?
What's that? What makes you tired?
Well, I'll tell you what makes me tired. That's well phrased. This is one of those things that is flip-flopped in my life. I used to be the exact opposite on this. I'm tired, Gibby, because it doesn't get dark till like 8:45, 8:30.
Almost 9.
Well, with my schedule, dude, getting up when I get up, I have become the guy that I would rather it would be getting dark at 5:45 because it's dark, and then what's 2.5 hours after 5:45? It's, hey, man, it's 8:15, 8:30, get a little snoozy, going to get some rest, going to get a good 40 winks in. What's 2.5 hours after 9:15? Yeah, 11:15. I'm not saying I'm up until 11:15. I'm saying my sleep schedule in the summer, with nothing else having changed. It's not like, the kids are out of school for summer. I've already long passed to those days. You 6 o'clockers feel me out there? You feel that this time of year? Are y'all like me? Listen, and don't get me wrong. As a younger man, I was the exact opposite. I hated when it got dark early. It's depressing. I liked it in the summertime. It was good. When you life. I think that's why I love sports so much. Maybe why I love sports so much. But there's so many cross metaphors between like. Maybe even being an athlete and just being a person, right? Like you may just like an athlete. I don't care how high a draft pick, how much talent you got. You make rookie mistakes. That's life, right? You're a young man trying to make it in the world, young woman trying to make it in the world. You make mistakes. You make rookie mistakes. You hit your prime, whether it's earning or just fulfillment. You're having kids, whatever it is, just like you do. When you retire, I've decided when you retire. And I'm not talking about like leaving the profession. Pro athletes retire at 40. Still have much life to live in a lot of different directions. I've determined when you retire is if you were ever in this, many of you weren't in this club to begin with, it's when you stop going out during the week. Like, I can remember being young. You go out on a Wednesday night. Thursday night, it's this night at this place. Yeah, you're getting out. Granted, I had a job where I started, work later in the day, so that wasn't an issue. But I can remember even when you had a 9 to 5-er, you'd still go out on a weeknight. That wasn't a problem, especially if it was like a Thursday. Get it started early. Yeah, I got nothing for that. I still will be out on weeknights for various reasons from time to time. That's when you retire. That's the retirement age. Anyway, enough of my silly ramblings this morning. Let's start at the top. Gibby, I think it's an appropriate phrase, formality. It seemed a formality. Everyone was on board back and forth with the agreement that had been reached in principle between the city and the Jaguars. And last night, City Council had to make it official. Here is a friend of the program and City Council President, Ron Salem.
14 yeas, 1 nay, 2 abstain.
By your vote, we have scored a touchdown.
And with that, just the stamp of approval. The one nay, listen, I don't care. I don't know who. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm sure there are probably going to be those out for blood just for the one nay vote. Whatever. I don't know which, I don't know which district it represents. I don't know who the person was that voted no. Y'all witch hunt that one on your own. It passed with flying colors. That's the storyline here. I guess October, there's a date in October where it's like all like signed, sealed, and delivered maybe, but this is all
That's
now.
when the owners vote on it.
Okay, so there you go. The owner, and by the way,
and they'll pass it.
100%. There's just, there's no doubt about that. And so that means that Jacksonville, we have overcome all odds. We've proved them wrong because they have tried to diminish us. Whether we were hosting the Super Bowl, we just didn't belong. We were just how did Jacksonville even get a team? Oh, Jacksonville will move, right? For whether it be either relocated somewhere else or, they'll be London. They'll be the London Jags by 2010. They'll be the London Jags by 2015. They'll be the London Jags by 2020. They'll be the London Jags. And we just fought through our inferiority complex, didn't make it easier that our football team, quite frankly, has been on the struggle bus. And I mean big time, not just on the struggle bus, but getting like front-ended on the struggle bus. Year after year, 5-11 after 3-13, bad quarterback after worst coach. Oh, bit hard, hadn't it? It's hard to be a Jaguar fan. And we persevered. We persevered and just fought that national negative wave for much of that time. Somewhere, Jason Lacondodo will be writing a column about it. The Jags will be in London in 2030, I guess. But 30 years will be the deal. We'll get some more specifics. I guess we wait now, Gabriel. What's the exact plan for the 26 and 27 seasons? Yeah. Or 27, I guess. 26 will be played here in front of a diminished capacity, and then 27 we'll play all our home games away from home. How many of those games will be in London? I don't play 3 or 4 of them over there. I might be in the minority there. Man, I know there is certainly a collection of tens of thousands who are prepared and look forward to driving to either Gainesville, Orlando, or wherever the quote home game is that year. There's some other offshoots of this, and now that the stadium deal is done, it becomes more about the competitive side of what the Jaguars are going to have to go through. At a time where we should be kind of hitting this is our window. So it is a bit unfortunate maybe that while and I don't say that from missing out on them. I say that from them missing out on us, on that home field advantage at this very crucial time in the franchise's development we're right in the middle of the Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence extensions, right? If you do a good job in personnel, the Jaguars should contend for the next 5 to 10 years. And part of that growth is going to give us a season where, unfortunately, they won't be playing on the banks of the St. John's. That being said, when they return, oh, what a glorious day for that stadium opening. Huh? That'd be what, 2028?
Yes, 2028. That's right.
24, 25, we just play as is. Is that how it works? 26, we play in front of a diminished, and then 27, they're all away from home?
So I've got it all in front of me here.
Okay, good.
24 and 25, we play here. Also, 26, we play in front of approximately 43,500. So it's a
Lose about a third.
Yeah, exactly. So diminished crowd. 2027 is when they're going to play. The Jags are going to play in an alternate venue. Location has not been determined, or well, it's probably been determined, just not been announced.
I would say that's probably. I don't think that it's been determined. Truth be told, I don't want to be the beat reporter here.
Right.
I got my spies in there when something like that is about to happen. I usually hear about it beforehand. Now, that being said, maybe today at noon they announced, but I haven't heard that it's been decided but not announced. I think we're close to that, though.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Florida's got their own renovations schedule that I haven't seen the direct timeline. Do you know what? Look that up for me, Gibby.
Okay.
What is the schedule of renovations down in Gainesville? It just feels like it's going to be Orlando.
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, just because the stadium, but Orlando also is renovating their stadium. What is their reno plan? That's something else I need to look. That's probably what the Jaguars are sorting through right now. As a franchise, I don't know which of the two you would prefer. I think if you're in Gainesville, you've got a short enough commute that organizationally you could be down there a couple of days a week if you needed to be. From that standpoint. Now, look, the same could be said for Orlando, but it'd be you're going to add about 2 hours to your round trip commute that way. And again, this is just from the business side of the team during that season.
So the Swamp is going to undergo renovation after this football season.
So by the time we get to 2027, that shouldn't be an issue. In fact, it should be just a better situation. And what about Orlando and their stadium?
Well, let's take.
Pretty sure they also have just recently passed a pretty big dollar renovation. I think I saw that in the midst of all of these stadium reconstructions and renovations and with college and pro side.
Yeah, let's see. It's expected to be completed by 2026.
Okay, so again, the renos at the other places shouldn't matter, and so it's just I guess you the one thing that you can do in Orlando right now that you can't do is lock up dates if you needed to, right? I mean, it's certainly on the schedule maker's standpoint. I would assume, if avoidable, that they would prefer in Gainesville not to do a doubleheader. No, I mean that's a big ask to do a Saturday SEC game and then turn around and do a Sunday Jaguars game, isn't it?
Well, and that's like what USF's done for a long time. The football will play, a college will play there, and then the Bucks play.
We'll play the next day.
Yeah, and Pittsburgh has done the same thing.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Pitt and the Steelers.
So maybe that wouldn't matter. You get. You certainly get a much bigger capacity in game. I really think for the growth of the franchise, I think Gainesville's the better option.
What's Florida Georgia going to do? Do we know? What's that?
I believe that also has not been determined.
That's going to be maybe a home and home thing.
I think it'll go home and home. That's what happened last time the stadium here was rebuilt. They went home and home for a couple of years. I have heard talk about maybe put it in Atlanta and Tampa, or Atlanta and Orlando, one of those situations. If you're a Florida Georgia fan who loves the game in Jacksonville, I think what's best for the future of the game in Jacksonville is for it to be played home and home.
Isn't that what most fans want?
I think so, yeah. I think if you do have a brief, a respite from the ongoing series in Jacksonville, I think you would like to have a chance to experience that game home and home. I did not go to Athens the first. I saw the Florida Georgia game in Gainesville. I was not in Athens for the Florida Georgia game in Athens. This time around, I would make that trip. This time around, I think I would make that trip. And, well, I'm not so sure if it was in Atlanta.
Somebody on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosure said, what happened to the Daytona Speedway? That never seemed like a real option to me.
It was unique and it was fun to consider, but I just think
you'd have to do a lot though, wouldn't you?
A lot. And they have other things that they aren't going to move that could potentially be in conflict. Speed weeks, for example. If the Jags, as many might expect, are going to be a good and a contender and playing deep into the playoffs with home field advantage. Century, and they got the 24 hours of Rolex. I mean, it's just too much there, I think.
Yeah, I think Lamping said it wasn't off the table, but you have to imagine it's between Gainesville and Orlando.
Yeah, well, that tells you, right? And I think that's been already kind of accepted down in Daytona that wouldn't be the case. All right, let's just get to just a couple things here from the mayor and from Mark Lamping, who both talked after last night's agreement was finalized. That's it. So now, up next, it's the owners' meeting. A timeline that the mayor and the mayor's office were well aware of. Here's Donna.
You've heard Mark Lamping say they're going to get $75 million from the Jaguars. You look at what the city is proposing, and I think the reason that our portion is so powerful is ours comes up front and that theirs follows through and sustains that effort. And I thought one of the public speakers tonight made a really good point, that when we consolidated this city, it was the investment from the other parts of this city that have now been disinvested in that created this city the way it is today. And it's time to invest in those areas and to pay that back.
I also wanted to get it done before the owners' meeting on October 29th, but that's for the benefit, the community benefit that they are aiming for, in addition to keeping the Jaguars locked down here for a long time. And you know what? And we have stood true. I hope that those of y'all, when the nervous Nellies are out there, or even just the sugar stirrers are out there, listen to what Dan and I have reiterated to you time after time after time. Shad Khan is there. I mean, at some point, you gotta judge people on their actions, not on paranoia or national rumor or whatever source it is of anxiety you're using. Shad Khan has never wavered, never held the threat of leaving, never done anything but continue to reinvest in downtown and in making the Jaguars the anchor business of the city of Jacksonville. And so just one more exclamation point on Shad Khan's commitment to our city.
And the reason we started on it so early is that we studied those cities that had problems with their teams. And unfortunately, there have been cities that have lost their NFL teams, and they generally all have the same thing in common. It's a smaller market. The team doesn't have a lease tying them to the city, and they have an unresolved stadium problem. And Shad's commitment from the very beginning was to do everything that we could to ensure that doesn't happen to Jacksonville. We started early on. We've been spending a tremendous amount of time and resources, particularly over the last 4 years, and we're thrilled that we could turn that goal. It was a goal that Shad had and that the community shared to keep the Jaguars here in Northeast Florida for generations to come. This evening, we've turned that goal into a reality thanks to the mayor and her team.
So there you go. That's a Mark Lamping and the mayor, Donna Deegan, and the deal now goes before the owners. And again, that one for sure will be passed. Both sides are happy. It's going to be so exciting to see shovels in the ground here in the next few years. But man, I mean, just already, I can only imagine what the 2028 home opener is going to be like. Is this brand new baby of a stadium? Oh, it's just going to be amazing. There's part of me that says, gosh, it'd be nice if it was like a prime time, Sunday or Monday night game, right out of the gates. The Jags are good. They're competitive. They're coming off a deep playoff run. They're hot. They got a new stadium. But there's another part of me that wants to immediately put the heat test to the test, right? Play Sunday at 1. All right, let's see what the roof does. Let's see what the breezeways are. Let's see what the difference is. But, it's an exciting time of all the malaise, and it's fair to put it that way. I've worked in this medium talking about this football team, this franchise as the anchor nugget for 30 years, man. No one knows what this exact journey has been more than us that have been here covering it day to day for this many years. We are this is Camelot here coming. We're going to be good. We're going to be a good football team with Trevor Lawrence continuing to get better. I'm not, I can't guarantee we're going to, become the Chiefs. No, I'm not saying that. We're going to be relevant and good and in playoff hunt for a nice stretch here, I feel like. And now a brand new stadium and the excitement around that. It's going to be a Jag. Going to be a Jag this morning. What were you going to say, Gib?
Well, just think about the off seasons that have happened in Jaguars history. You've been excited at times, free agent dollars being spent here and there, but this off season has to cap them all because you got the stadium passed, you got Trevor, you got Josh Allen under contract long term. I mean, gosh, this off season's got to be one of the best in Jags history.
Right. That's kind of speaking to the point I was making.
Right.
This is the Camelot, period. You just no reason to be anything but optimistic. And by the way, we'll now immediately focus back on the 2024 Jacksonville Jaguars, where they stand, what the still weaknesses and strengths may be. Look, I was thinking this. Let's take a break. Let me come back. Like I said, I'm tired. It gets dark at, midnight.
I have to use those blackout curtains. Just it's still light outside at 9 o'clock. Just got to draw those and go to bed.
Yeah. Hey, you get a little taste of what we do 24/7, 365 here in the early morning. So glad you guys are up and at 'em with us. A little bit more Jag talk when we come back on the other side. And forget pest of the day, pest of the month. I'm going to now... And we've had some good ones already. It's the middle of the year, though. We now have a new clubhouse leader for Pest of the Year. Something so egregious, so obnoxious has happened in sports in the last 36 hours that if you're not aware of, you'll see why it's by a mile the Pest of the Day, week, or month. And I would, and seeing that it is my designation, will now put it at the top of the power poll. This dude is the Pest of the Year through June, whatever day it is. 24th? Is that where we are? 25th? What is today?
No, today's the 26th.
See, look at me.
Sliding on by you.
You're living a good life when it doesn't matter what day it is. Thanks for being up and at 'em with us. It's a Beach Plumbing Wednesday. Like Family Beach is there for all your plumbing needs. Up and at 'em. Get Smart John an hour away. The Murphy Power Hour, I believe. Were you here last Wednesday, Gibby, or you had left?
Okay. I was here.
Was Murph coming back this week? I'm terrible about keeping up with Murph.
No, I think so.
Like last week, I was by myself, so what do? I text him the day before, just touch base, see where we're at, what's going on. And I had Every in a couple of days, and I had Murph in, and Denny came in extra, and one of them told me couldn't do anything next week. I can't remember which one it is. It's kind of button-up preparation, show prep you get here from the drill. So, all right, let's take a quick break. Come back with more on the other side, including the Pest of the Year, next on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
1.
Frangie and Hicken on Mondays.
2.
Denny Thompson and Hacker on Wednesdays.
Who's counting?
1010XL now has 2 original Gator podcasts each week.
One for you and one for me.
Search 1010XL Florida Gators wherever you find podcasts or visit 1010XL.com.
Bolt City Heating and Air is here to keep you cool this summer. Anytime, any day, whenever you need fast, reliable air conditioning service. Their friendly technicians have fully stocked work vans, so they can get your AC done on-site the same day. Rely on a family-owned Jacksonville-grown company this summer to keep your home cooling system working smarter, not harder. Experience the Bolt difference. Visit BoltCityAC.com to schedule your service appointment. BoltCityAC.com.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here. So did you jump on that Awaken 180 offer to drop 40 pounds by the 4th? If you did, you're about to cross the finish line next week. A big congratulations to you. And it was easy, wasn't it? If you didn't start Awaken 180 yet, why not start now? The results are real and they're very fast. I personally knocked off 25 pounds, hitting my goal in just over a month. Matt Hayes, he knocked off 12 pounds in his first week alone, 40 pounds total. And Hacker, that guy's down a whopping 70 pounds in only 3 months. The point is, with Awaken 180, you're setting real goals and you watch the weight pour off every single week. I average 5 pounds lost every week. You do the math. How much weight do you want to drop? Bring that goal to Awaken 180 and do what we all did. Attain it. Eating to lose weight. Reserve your consult with a click of a button at awaken180weightloss.com or dial up 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 for Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Hi, I'm David Lane, your average everyday Joe. I'm
5 months out of my back surgery with Southeast Orthopedic, and I'm doing great. Thanks to Dr. Herford and his staff at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Expert Automotive is ready to keep you cool this summer. Right now, get an AC inspection or a system cooling checkup. Your choice for only $19.99. Their gift to you this summer is $50 off any service and a free tire rotation with any service. Their ASE certified technicians can keep your car cool without breaking the bank this summer. Call them at 374-3373 to get an appointment today. Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
I'm Hacker, and Denny Thompson and I will navigate you through the Florida football offseason during the Gator Bites podcast, presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. New episodes drop every Friday. Get Gator Bites where you find podcasts.
Oh, that big and broke blind. No worries. I'll just go to fish-hook-repair.com and get these hooked on fish again. Oh, and while I'm on the site, I'll check out the Pro Shop with exclusive fish hook apparel for Jacksonville's coolest anglers. Fish-hook-repair.com. Don't forget the hyphens. It's the place for fishing gear.
It's time to elevate your game night. Head to Best Bet, your premier destination for poker, card games, and hospitality. With locations in Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine, we have a seat ready for you. Whether you're a seasoned poker player or just starting out, we have you covered with poker games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em. And it's not just poker. With delicious dining, lively bars, and big screen events, there's something for everyone at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com and ante up for fun.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website customtreesurgeons.com. That's customtreesurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Facing a DUI charge or even a boating under the influence charge? Well, I'm your man, DUI lawyer Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. 285-4LAW. Once again, 285-4LAW.
Attention real estate agents, loan officers, and mortgage professionals. Trust your real estate closings to the expertise of St. John's Title, LLC. As a board-certified attorney-owned and operated firm with years of experience, St. John's Title provides the utmost of precision and professionalism. With conveniently located offices and in-home remote closing options, our customer-first approach ensures a seamless process tailored to your timeline. Join our team of experts and 5-star testimonials from customers across the First Coast. Choose St. John's Title.
D.V. Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I don't know what a PGA Tour event's like, so we'll see how that is compared to a Corn Ferry, but Corn Ferry was pretty cool, so I can only imagine what a PGA Tour is. It was just like any other tournament. You play the first 3-4 holes, kind of settle in, and then those next 14 holes are nice, other than maybe till 17, 18, you get a little more nerves because you're finishing, but no.
That is Miles Russell, 15 years young, talking about making his PGA Tour debut this weekend at the Rocket Mortgage Championship. Detroit area, I believe.
Yes, that's correct.
All right,
Detroit.
So Ricky Fowler, your defending champ there. But, yeah, there'll be a lot of attention on Miles Russell. Lefty makes it a little more unique as well. And his, hopefully will be a long, successful walk on PGA Tour begins this week. So good luck to him. He joined us when we were out at the Players. He's, man, he is doing some incredible things as a young amateur, things that not even Tiger didn't do. He was U.S. Amateur of the Year at a younger age than anyone in history, eclipsing the young age that Tiger took that honor when he was a teenager. So, yeah, shout out to Miles Russell, who will begin at the that's a hard one to say, but Rocket Mortgage Championship. That gets going tomorrow. By the way, when I was talking about the summer hours earlier, also I don't play golf at the back end of the day. I know you golfers out there will sacrifice maybe your gut on it staying dark so late now, and that you can maybe get 9 holes in or play some golf in the afternoon. But on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, among the sampling of answers, I agree. I hate the summer hours. Also, couldn't agree more, Pross. I have to close my blinds and shutters when I lay down and go to sleep because the sunshine's still beaming in, making it too bright to sleep. Old man problems. Yeah, sometimes you hate to, admit it, but yeah, that's kind of an old man problem for sure. So, anyway, enough about that. Shout out District 2. What y'all doing over there, District 2? What y'all all about over there at District 2? District 2 is the one nay vote, so whoever made it for y'all, it's on you. I mean, we can single out whichever particular councilman it was and whatever reasons he was the one nay vote, but, I mean, I got to put it on District 2 itself. Hey, District 2, what up? Huh? Gibby, can you pull up the districts of Jacksonville City Council? Just let me know where District 2 is. I would assume it's probably a downtown district in some way,
yeah,
maybe.
Let's find out. Hang on.
Right? I mean, 'cause I don't know who would be quibbling about the parameters of the deal if the rest of the council is... Listen, a nod of intelligence to the 2 abstainees for whatever reason. I'd rather abstain than just flat out vote no. Got questions for District 2 this morning. District 2, you better get your stuff together out there unless we bar you from the games. This is coming from a guy I know, lives in St. Johns County. Y'all need listen, pass the cup around, I'll give. I'm good. Listen, you got to get into the, speaking earlier before we went to break just about the Jaguars. Now we can focus in on 2024, right? And let's, more micromanage our Jaguars football team than the exciting big picture that awaits. And we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out from both a success standpoint on the field, where they may play in that off year, how many times they'll play in London. We'll leave those topics to be more determined here coming through. And we can focus in on a football team that's got its... it's got its cornerstones on each side of the football now locked up for the next at least minimum 4 years. I know they're 5-year deals. And I'm speaking more to Josh Allen. I can't see a scenario other than some sort of catastrophic injury where Trevor isn't the quarterback here for the next 12 years. That's typically how it goes if you get a number one dude and you're working well together. Now let's let our number one guy go win us the Super Bowl. We'll see. We'll see if he can. Well, certainly he can. We'll see if he does. How about that? NBA draft is tonight, right? And here's what I find interesting about the NBA draft coming up in, about 12 hours? It's very rare that you go, and I'll use the NBA and NFL draft. I think for us common sports fans, those are the most popular. Is that fair? I mean, the baseball draft forever, it's gained in popularity and recognition in the last 10 and 20 years, but forever, you don't even know who the baseball prospects are, and most of you casual sports fans still don't. But basketball and football, you have a pretty good working knowledge, typically, that is. You typically have a pretty good working knowledge, but I think we're down to just now football. Because you have the international impact of the NBA draft. And you have the one and doneers, the high school kids used to come straight from high school. They were, I think, had more notoriety then. Now they have to go play in the G League or somewhere for a year, and you forget what they were all about. But nonetheless, the name recognition at the top of the NBA draft may be, a little less easy to navigate than it was back in the day. But that's not the issue I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to this. It's very rare you go into the draft, the day of the draft, and literally don't have a clue who's going to go number one. Right? There could often be a little bit of pushback here or there. There may be some suggestion, but I think you get a better idea maybe for any draft in a long time that I can remember, than the uncertainty that goes into tonight's NBA draft. So, of course, it would involve the pitiful Atlanta Hawks who get the number one pick in the one year where there's no overwhelming number one prospect. So I think it literally could be, especially since the Dodo Bird Hawks are picking, it could literally be one of 6 or 7 guys. Not to mention there could be a trade. There's so much uncertainty going into the top of – it is Risachier is what I've learned. Nice Risacker here in the South. So there's been momentum about him, an international player. The Hawks taking him like a 6. Now let me use a 3-and-D player. The Sarr kid, who was the initially kind of pegged as number one. There's possibilities there. I got to be honest, man. Just give me Donovan Clingan and let's go. Give me a guy I know. I know what he can do. He's a grown A man. I've watched him lead UConn to back-to-back championships. Let me stick him in the middle of my defense and let him protect and give me 15 and 10 for the next 5 years, and I'm fine.
Does the Luka pick trade, does that still scar you as a Hawks fan?
It's not even a scar. It's a wound that never heals.
Right. It's
a wound that never heals. From just a little backstory on the whole Luka thing, and then I'll move on. But it is draft day, so there's some just tales worth retelling, I guess. But somewhat as a bit, and somewhat as hopefully as being predictive. Gibby, I was on Luka from when he was like 15, like 2 or 3 years before that draft. I was on Luka. And by the time it came around, look, he wasn't a sure thing. And he went third. I don't remember that draft exactly. I mean, sure, now he should have gone first. But I wanted Luka the whole time. And then there was all this Trae Young scuttlebutt and rumors and smoke and fire. And the Hawks came, and at number 3, they do the right thing. They take Luka Doncic, and then an hour later they've taken Trae Young or I'm sorry, the other way around.
Yeah, he traded.
We got him 5th.
I've got the draft order in front of me if you need it.
For a win that year?
Yeah, 2018. DeAndre Ayton was the first pick.
Oof.
Followed by Marvin Bagley.
Oof.
And then Luka, Jaren Jackson, Trae Young, Mo Bamba.
So the Hawks took Luka at 3.
Yes.
And then the Mavs took Trae at 5, and the absolute idiotic Atlanta Hawks traded Luka. Yeah, there's your answer. Yeah, open wound. Never. It'll never heal. I like basketball more than most ears I'm hitting right now. To a point of annoyance for some of you out there, I feel you. But that's just, and I've done the list. I'm not going to redo the list. I did the list when the Hawks got the number 1 pick. That's not the only abject, horrific failure by the Atlanta Hawks when it comes to drafting. I mean, they took Marvin Williams instead of Chris Paul. I can go on and on, man. Go on and on and on and on and on. Well, back to the original story. I mean, who's going to be number 1 tonight? First of all, who knows? And second of all, and probably equally as emphatic, who cares? That's what the NBA's done, become. I shouldn't say done, but become with this, international flair to the draft and young players that many folk. Back in the day, I could tell you who the number 1 and number 2 picks were going to be, without a doubt. Every year, Edey and Clingan in some order. Those would have been the picks. It used to be if you were 7'2" and an All-American, you were the number 1 pick. It'd be Clingan and Edey in some order. That'd be 1 and 2, and then we'd get to all that. And you know what? Might not be a terrible strategy for whoever picks a 1 and 2. There's a lot of percolating going on in the NBA right now. I don't understand the New York Knicks, man. Mikal Bridges is a nice player. The Knicks sprung a trade yesterday with the Nets to bring in Mikal Bridges. The Knicks are running back the Villanova title team. They literally now have 4 players off of that Villanova championship team in like 2017 or 18, whatever year it was. I mean, he joins DiVincenzo, Hart, and Brunson, all on that team. But Mikal Bridges, it's not that he's joined the Knicks. He's a nice player. They gave up 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. Now, you can argue draft picks in the NBA are that's a very unsteady capital. But 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges? Wow. Yeah, that would be, as we say in the business, a bunch. On to the pest of the year. Sorry I made you wait this long. Building to a crescendo. Before I give you straight from the horse's ass's mouth. The quote. Can I offer you what it Gibby, can you play the sound clip, but stop it after the question, and then let me answer the question for the pest of the year? Let me answer it before Texas A&M head coach Jim Schlossnagle does. Just play the question for me, E, and then let me do the world a favor and give you what the answer should be.
Coach, with respect to the difficult outcome tonight, but with the rumors circulating today about a specific job opening, what do you have to say about your future in Aggieland?
All right, listen, I understand you've got a job to do. It's a hard night tonight for me and my program, for our team. Tonight, though, is about the players, this team, us having the best season in school history. Our players are hurting. That's what I'm worried about right now. We'll deal with tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm not going to speculate on job openings. I don't answer questions about rumors, okay? Does that give you a warm, fuzzy feeling if you're the Texas A&M fan base? Maybe not. But understand that the rumors are that he's going to the University of Texas, arch rival, and just like the ultimate traitor move, no matter what his answer was. But you go from making a tough decision that is going to rub people the wrong way to becoming one of the worst sports world human beings of the year so far, because the answer that I gave you to that reasonable question, especially when I give you a little backstory here in a second, is not the answer that Jim Schlossnagle gave. Here's what the Texas A&M coach said in response.
I think it's pretty selfish of you to ask me that question, to be honest with you. But I left my family to be the coach at Texas A&M. I took the job at Texas A&M to never take another job again, and that hasn't changed in my mind. And that's unfair to talk about something like that. That'd be like you asking Montgomery if he's going to sign in the draft. But I understand you got to ask the question, but I gave up a big part of my life to come take this job, and I've poured every ounce of my soul in this job, and I've given this job every single ounce I can possibly give it. So write that.
Gibby, what did Jim Schlossnagle do yesterday?
He took the job at Texas.
I mean, this guy,
less than 24 hours.
Hey, listen.
That, he said.
You can move, you can change, you can do. By the way, as this thing comes to full completion here, boy, it'd be fun to be out in Texas today. You want to talk about throwing rotten eggs at a house, man. This guy's an all-timer, bro. You're allowed to move. That's all fine. You're allowed to obfuscate to make it harder to see through to the truth. You're allowed to do that. Coaches get put in tough situations. There's never a good time to reveal to the world that you have no loyalty. And I appreciate what you did, but let's not forget there, Jim Schlossnagle, the Texas A&M of the SEC, also gave you an opportunity. Not sure where you came from. You're a college baseball coach. But for you, you know what the word, there's a couple of phrases in there that are just especially heinous when, I was going to say, this deal had already been agreed upon for about a week, Gibby. They had already agreed in principle to all this. This was all done. He knew he was taking the Texas job yesterday when he made this comment the night before.
This is the worst one ever, right? Because, Saban said he wasn't going to take the Alabama job and did it, but he didn't do it like this. Like, he didn't go out in front of people and say, I'm never going to take another job, blah, blah, blah. Like, this guy literally said, I took the A&M job to not take another one. And
right.
He took another one the next day.
And he knew he was going to take it, but more than that, and then you call out a reporter for being selfish?
Yeah, that's...
What now? He's selfish for being right? You are a weak man, Jim Schlossnagle. You're a weak coward, son. So whatever Texas is getting, they're not getting a champion. They're not getting the heart of a lion. They're getting a hyena, man. You are a weak little pitiful coward of a coach. And God bless Texas for taking on your absolute invisible character. You have none. A leader of young men, the head baseball coach of the flagship university of the state of Texas. You're despicable, dude. And you're a coward. By the way, after that narcissistic, emphatic answer he gave, he mic dropped and walked away from the podium.
Yep, that was it. That was the
You are a coward. Have fun in Texas. I hope they beat your A to the tune of about 3-20 in conference every year, and they fire you into the sun. You are the pest of the year. What's the pest of the Jaguars? It's that old offensive line, and I've got more rankings in this offseason of lists that don't speak well. That and Football Fix when we return. You're listening to The Drill on a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
After a rainout yesterday, the Braves and Cardinals play a day-night doubleheader at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Ronaldo Lopez, who has won 4 consecutive starts, will get the start in the afternoon matchup. He's a $1.35 favorite. In the nightcap, Bryce Elder called up from AAA Gwinnett to get the start as Chris Sale's start moved to Thursday against the White Sox. The Braves are the $1.85 favorite at Busch Stadium in the nightcap. Ryan Pepio on the mound for the Tampa Bay Rays at home today. He's -105 against Seattle, -115, 7.5 flat. The total. Tom Kim 12-1 with the Rocket Mortgage Classic this week at the Detroit Golf Club. Save with Progressive. Progressive.com. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Did you know Duck Duck Rooter is the area's go-to plumber? A 5-star Google-rated company, Duck Duck Rooter can take care of all of your plumbing repairs and upgrades. Need to switch from septic over to city sewer? Call the Duck. How about water heater repairs and replacement? You're just a duck away, or call away, for Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing and Septic Services.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Duval! Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Why Arlington Toyota? All right, you've got to hear. Just drive to their lot and you will see that Arlington has a huge selection of new vehicles in stock in one location. No more driving around trying to figure out what you want. Arlington has it. And every new Toyota purchase comes with Arlington's lifetime warranty, unlimited time and miles. Plus, you now get 60 days to love your new purchase or exchange it, and Arlington's Credit Helper program to help get you financed. Shop arlingtontoyota.com today.
I got more proactive with my health by doing a total body MRI scan at Ackerman Cancer Center. The MRI scanned the most common cancer areas for men and a whole lot more. Call Ackerman Cancer Center to learn about total body MRI and use code GREG15 to get special pricing.
It's the coolest week to save during the summer fan sale at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Buy one fan, save 10%. Buy two, save 15%. Buy 3 or more and save 20% off all fans at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Showroom near the Avenues.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
1010XL keeps you company with sports takes and local talk.
Well, then that's exactly what we'll do.
Saturday from noon to 2.
Got any ideas who this mystery man might be?
It's Compton and Company.
What if word about this gets out?
On 1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Every day is a Big Chief Tire Day at 1010XL. Lauren Brooks here from Helmets and Heels. Our friends at Big Chief Tire are all about ensuring your safety and peace of mind on the road. Right now, they're offering $50 off a new set of tires so you can finally take care of that tire replacement you have been putting off. Plus, enjoy free tire repairs and replacements for up to 3 years with their protection plan. Visit BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule an appointment at any one of their 5 locations. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
If you're getting engaged and want to spend way more than you should on a diamond, go ahead and shop the Big Chain Diamond Store. They love taking your money.
If you want the lowest price guaranteed, shop Beard's Diamonds
at the St. John's Town Center or beardsdiamonds.com.
Rick Ballou for Carlson Dental. You know, I've been telling you this for quite some time because it's true. I hate going to the dentist, or at least I used to hate going to the dentist. I had total anxiety, and then I tried sedation, light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation as well for cavities and root canals. Folks, it's an incredible experience. So don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Go to CarlsonDentalGroup.com. That's CarlsonDentalGroup.com for all of your dental needs.
Don't make a bad call when it comes to servicing your home. Cooling off with a baby pool in the house to fix your air conditioning problem is a bad call. Trying to catch a wave in a flooded bathroom is a bad call. Using a burning electrical panel to make s'mores is a bad call. The next time something goes wrong, make a good call to Donovan.
Whether you need air, electric, or plumbing service, Donovan is always a good call. It's why we've been trusted by our customers for almost 40 years and why you can trust us to deliver fast, reliable service to your home. Donovan, always a good call.
Visit DonovanAC.com today.
What's spelled funny but smells great? A Kuhn Flowers floral arrangement. Kuhn Flowers. The name is synonymous with excellence for over 75 years. High Flying Jacko here for your next floral purchase. Call on Kuhn Flowers.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back here on the drill. Show of hands if you're following like the city council vote and you realize Ken Amaro's on the council. I'm Ken Amaro. There was a day here in Jacksonville, Florida, where it didn't matter how things were going for you in life. If Ken Amaro came strolling your way, they were now going worse. Just saying. Or, well, better for one side. Longtime consumer reporter here in the Jacksonville area. All right, fire the band. We got a football fix. I'm gonna key in on a couple of lists here. I'm just gonna list you up for today's football fix. Brought to you by the Jacksonville Sharks. JackSharks.com. Get your tickets next home game early July. And also by the Jolington Creek Golf Club. Tee it high and let it fly. The home course at Jolington Creek Golf Course. Best value in golf, my friends, over at the JCP. Let's start with this little list here. Offensive lines in the National Football League put into categories: elite, very good, solid, below average, liability, or bottom feeder. Well, I know where we're not. Elite, very good. I guess we can hope for solid. I don't think we'll end up there. Let's start at the bottom and move up. It's one of the few areas of our Jaguars, thankfully, that's now that's the case. That we start at the bottom and move up. What has happened here? I got all kinds of malfunctions. I don't know what I've done here. I've got all kinds of computer issues. I mean, why me? Why now? Okay, here we go. All right, let's go down to the bottom, the category, which would be like, the bottom feeders of the league, which tier 4 is below average. Let's go below that. But all right, tier 5 is offensive line liabilities. Tier 6 bottom feeders. There are 2 there. Okay, I see number 31. That's the Patriots. I don't think we have the worst league in the league. So number 32, the Commanders. All right, let's go to the next tier. Could be TEAR, really, tiers. Offensive line liabilities. Ooh, this is odd. The Ravens at number 28. The Seahawks at 29. The Dolphins at 30. Okay. All right. The next category of offensive lines, it's just still not good enough. Below average offensive lines. All right, let's go down here to number 27. That's the Giants. 26, that's the Cardinals. 25, that's the Titans. Okay. 24, that's the Panthers. All right. 23, Raiders. 22, Bears. 21, Jaguars. All right, so 21 is better than 28. But the category is still not good, man. No bueno in the category there. We'll get more into this. Below average offensive lines, Jacksonville Jaguars, even with some of the nuanced changes that they made this year. Now let's head over to CBS Sports where they have their 25 under 25 list. That's the one that we saw Trevor ranked ahead of the other two under 25 quarterbacks, Brock Purdy and C.J. Stroud. I don't think CBS Sports is going to be so gracious. Let's see. Top 25 players under the age of 25. And do the Jags have anyone other than Trevor? Man, that's a pretty good group when Puka Nacua is number 20, by the way. Garrett Wilson's 18. Chris Olave, 17. Man, there's some good young players in this league. Devontae Smith, 15. Oof. All right, let's keep going down. Jordan Love, 11. Brock Purdy, 10. C.J. Stroud, 9. C.J. Lamb. What? This can't be right. 2. What's going on? What have I done? Did Trevor get 2 years older and I didn't pay attention? Did I just scroll through the top 25 under 25? All 25. Did I just scroll through the entire 25 of the top 25 under 25? And Trevor Lawrence isn't in the top 25?
Yeah, Trevor doesn't turn 25 until October.
I mean, what just happened? Let me gather myself. Hicken Arrival is next. Get Smart John coming in the 7 o'clock hour. Not in the top 25 under 25? Huh? This is the drill. It's a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday. What?
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free. No credit cards, no car loan, no personal loan. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value is way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards and more. Get some money for home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips. And approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Take that cash that you're living in and put it to use. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
He's the Belichick of fantasy football.
We're on to Cincinnati.
And he doesn't cheat.
No, it's a conversation for later.
Mike Dempsey, 10 to noon weekdays.
We're getting ready for Cincinnati.
On 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
How nice would it be not to worry about your AC unit for 10 years? What? Vaughn's Heating and Air, standing by their units for 10 years. Imagine not having to think about your AC unit for a decade. Vaughn's 10-year warranty covers the parts, labor, and refrigerant. Basically everything. No fictional problems that will cost thousands. This is legit. An AC unit with no repair costs. Wouldn't that be nice? So remember, if your AC unit won't turn on, just call Vaughn's. That's Vaughn's Heating and Air.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Summer starts now at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet with our summer sale. It's not sink or swim. We have vehicles for every budget and every need, starting as low as $79.99, and you won't get burnt. We offer 20-year 200,000-mile protection on new and 7-year 100,000-mile protection on used. Plus, we can really cool things off with our 30-day exchange policy. Start the summer off the way you deserve it with our summer sale at Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We're here to wow you.
Why live with foot or ankle pain? If you have persistent pain, numbness, tingling, burning pain on the bottom of your foot, or swelling that doesn't improve with home treatment, it may be time to see Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. Our foot and ankle specialists have innovative new options to help you get back in the swing of things without persistent pain that slows you down. Call JOI 2000 or go to joionline.net for an appointment.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
When persistent plumbing problems leave you feeling flushed, don't panic. Call Roland Reish, the one-stop solution for any plumbing problem, residential or commercial. No matter how complex the work, Roland Reish quotes all pricing in advance, so your only surprise is how quickly they'll solve your issue. Whether your pipes are doing a water ballet or you need to hydrojet the whole system, always use Roland Reish Plumbing at plumbingjacksonville.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. The stadium renovation deal was voted on Tuesday and passed. Jaguar President Mark Lamping welcomed the approval.
We're thrilled that, we could turn that goal. It was a goal that Shad had and that the community shared to keep the Jaguars here in Northeast Florida for generations to come. This evening, we've turned that goal into a reality.
Former Jaguar and NFL.com analyst Bucky Brooks says the Jags' offensive line is a reason for optimism.
This year, I'm more optimistic that the offensive line is going to perform well, not only because of a new addition or two, but really the continuity of the unit allows the group to play as one.
Gator center fielder Michael Robertson, the game-winning hero of Florida's Game 2 win in the Clemson Super Regional that punched Florida's ticket to Omaha, has entered the transfer portal. He earned a University of Florida undergraduate degree this spring and is draft eligible. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 75 degrees at 7:05. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Woo! Oh, it is a day of celebration. A hump day celebration. A day to celebrate Jacksonville. If you like sports, and we know you do. If you love football, and we know you do, it's all done. Cross the T's and dot the I's. Owners approve in October, and off we go. Let the construction begin. Bring out the hammers. Bring out the nails. Let's redo that sucker. Congratulations to all involved. It's great news. I said the other day, really, to me, I gotta give a tip of the cap to Shad Khan. And I have to give a tip of the cap. I gotta give him, the guy has kept this team here in Jacksonville, despite what so many people thought, so many people speculated. He never wavered. He never wavered. He never threatened. He wants the team here. He loves the city. And the team will stay here. And that's great. I mean, it's as good as it gets, man. It's as good as it gets. So in honor of this celebration, no wrong answers for our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day. By the way, Dreamfinders, the official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Gators, and the Jaguars. Dreamfinders is everywhere you want to be. 20-plus Jacksonville communities. 20-plus Jacksonville communities in the best locations. Get off the sidelines and into the game. They are the best build homes you can call your own. DreamfindersHomes.com to find your home. So Dreamfinders Danny is asking you today, the city and the Jags agree on funding for a new stadium. No wrong answers here, just a celebration. Stick it, national media. Stick it, national media. 2028, going to be awesome. Jacksonville Jags forever. Shad Khan, man of his word. Pick and choose. Pick and choose. Take whichever one you want. No wrong answers. All are welcome. It's a celebratory poll question. Stick it, national media. 2028 going to be awesome. Jacksonville Jags forever. Shad Khan, man of his word. My personal favorite.
Is that with the number 4 or spelled out forever?
It's the number 4 because I couldn't fit in the whole. Yeah. And that's why
you didn't have
Jags.
to qualify. You should have just said, it was with the number 4.
Yeah, it was. It is the 4. It is the number 4.
Nice.
I love Jags forever. Jacksonville Jags forever. Not just Jags forever. Jacksonville Jags forever. That's they're our team.
Do you answer your own poll question?
No.
Are you allowed to? Does it appear to you as a poll question as well? No. You're the moderator is what you are.
I am the moderator.
Good for you.
Right now, 41% say stick at national media, so they enjoy that.
I get that.
Yeah.
You had to
listen, it's years and years
I said the same thing earlier. I feel
years of Florio and that idiot La Conforta.
100%.
And there are many more, but those are the two that stand out.
I said it won't take one long.
And the condescending.
Yes, correct.
It's one thing to sit there and write a story or, it's if you listen to those two JAs, the condescending
and more
nature.
than them.
Yes, 100%.
Even the professionals always speculate. I said, I kind of paraphrase it like this. You can't knock, we took every punch.
Right.
We've taken every punch with this little. We shouldn't have had a team. We shouldn't have had a Super Bowl. We don't have this. We don't have that.
And if either of them had a sense of decorum, modicum of decorum, or a good bone in their body, they would do something, self-deprecating
defying all
and
odds.
wave the white flag.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you guys, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. But no. So anyway, me, my favorite story has always been Full House, night game, blimps up there. We all middle finger the NFL and
get flip cards where it's the middle finger emoji.
Yeah, but anyway. So stick at national media, 41%. Jacksonville Jags forever, 30%. Shad Khan, man of his word, 20.6. 2028 going to be awesome, 8.3. No wrong answers here. All are welcome to play the game.
Those are all. Well, there are. If there was ever an all of the above, this was the one.
100%. And this is our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day. Limited time on select move-in ready homes. Dreamfinders offering an amazing 3.99% interest rate year one of your mortgage. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for all the details. But anyway, you can play that game for the rest of the
We've never been traffic and weather on the 8s kind of station, but if something major is out there, we are your neighborhood morning show. This isn't a speed trap alert, but there's traffic alert. 295 southbound has a car upside down at Old St. Augustine exit.
Boy.
Traffic is backed up to Blanding. Now, if you're familiar with that area, I am. Do you know where Old St. Augustine is, Dan?
Where what is?
They're backed up if this is accurate.
St. Augustine?
They're saying St. Augustine Road is the one, which is south of east of San Jose, which is, this side of the bridge. The other side of the bridge is, is that right? Is there somebody out there telling me they are backed up from St. Augustine Road on 295 all the way back up and over the Buckman to Blanding? Yeah, avoid the area does not do it justice. So anyway, if that's your morning commute, do a little investigating. That's all we can do.
Yeah, for sure. Be careful out there and try to find a different way. But anyway, so great stuff last night. City Council approves it flyingly. It's all done. Celebratory day today to me and Jack. There'll be time for other stuff. There'll be time for other questions. There'll be time. But today, man, they got it done. They got it done in a timely manner. They got it done when they said they were going to get it done.
No threats.
It's not even July 1st yet. There was never really
if there was, they kept it to themselves. There didn't seem to be a speed bump. There didn't seem to be the deal is off. I'd like to know the behind-the-scenes story, but, boy, I would have never bet that. We've watched too many of these where inevitably they blow up for a time.
Well, and even when you get to this point, if you secretly or privately ask, was there ever, like, what was the moment where you were least confident?
Right.
Like, there's not even that story
Doesn't
yet.
feel like it.
Right.
It doesn't feel like it. So, what a great day and a lot of money being doled out, and it's the cost of doing business had to be done, and good for them, I think. Good for them, good for the city, good for the Jags.
Confirmation on this just sounds like an absolute. I've never heard of such a backup. St. Augustine Road, all the way back past San Jose, up and over the Buckman, past 17, all the way to Blanding. Yeah, turn around and go the other way. Oof. Anyway,
If
sorry.
you're stuck in the middle, you're stuck.
I do
middle.
have some questions this morning for District 2, but I'll just let them go.
Yeah, if you're stuck in the middle, you'll stay with us throughout.
Yeah, that's right. We'll keep you comfy.
We'll
company
we'll hang
and
there
comfy,
with you.
maybe.
Tell everybody right now, just get out of your car, walk around,
Just walk
tell them
around.
to put on the show.
Sure.
And we'll talk about Jacksonville and everything that is Jacksonville. So yeah, that was great. Got done last night. Wasn't again. Everybody, had to have their say. And again, just a terrific job done by Mayor's office, done by City Council, done by the Jaguars, collaboration. Lamping said they've been working on it for years, so he'll oversee it again, which is perfect. He's perfect to have in charge of things like this. He does such a good job. So anyway, congrats all around. Pat on the back, high fives, salute, clap it up, however you want to do it. That's how I feel this morning. So now on to something that annoys me. I'll just do this real quick because we got trivia coming up. This is what's wrong in sport. This traitor, this Schlossnagel guy.
I learned what
curse you, Texas, forever. First off, I don't care if listen.
They also stole Chris Beard. Remember that one?
Yeah, I don't care if you're GTH Texas, man. Look. I don't care if your best friend's the AD. This has been worked out for a while, and you dare chide a reporter for asking you that question. That's the biggest issue. You liar. You Saban.
Worse than Saban.
Isn't it worse than him?
I was at Butch Davis is the closest I've experienced in person.
Yeah.
I was with Butch Davis at that Sugar Bowl when he said, "I'm not going anywhere," and then he took the Browns job 2 days later.
But
it's a tough spot. There's a lot of better ways to answer than the way he did because I don't know how you can do that and not know what the ramifications are going to be.
That's a selfish question. You dare say, you scumbag.
Especially since he knew. They've known for a week, apparently.
Yeah. Longer.
Like the terms even.
Yeah.
Like everything is right there.
He's taking all the assistants. I mean, just to stick it to you. And by the way, you can't, again, we say this about the kids. You can leave. Don't go to the arch rival. Don't go to the arch rival,
that's a
man.
tough one.
If Sully went to FSU, I'd run him over. You can't do that, man. You can't go to the arch rival, dude. That is not cool, bro. That's the other part of it, that if you went to TCU or you went to Texas Tech or you went to Houston or you went somewhere else in the SEC, Oklahoma,
Tennessee,
I
anywhere.
don't care.
Yeah.
You cannot go to the arch rival, man. You just can't. That is, and the last thing is, and I'll again. Sometimes you get angry at the kids. This is why the kids should show no loyalty too. You taught us, Coach. You taught us. That A&M freshman who just came here to play for you.
Oof.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. You taught, and not only that, he'll probably call that A&M freshman and say, "Hey, you want a couple $100,000? Come play for me at Texas." It makes me sick. That's why I hate the new college sports world. But I don't blame the kid. I'll never blame the kid because the coaches set the tone. Because those greedy so-and-sos, and they let the money grow and grow and grow. And then they turn around, I don't know why the kids are getting $50,000. And not one of those rich A coaches has thrown any money back towards their universities, back towards their program, back towards paying the players. Not one of them. The heck with them all.
I don't money and loyalty. All of that. I could even if you're going to the arch rival, which again it's whatever. I get it, but that's not it. It's the fact that and you belittle another person like you're like some God's gift to earth, and we're all walking around in your shadow. It was rude. It was a lie. It was 1,000 different things, man. But to call that, I mean, if I don't. Pox on you, man. Win 4 games a year and get fired. It didn't work for Chris Beard. He did the same thing going Texas Tech to Texas. Yeah. And, a year later, he's getting fired for off-the-field stuff.
Sometimes it's a little mark on your character, too. I mean,
it's a little mark.
It's just the wrong way to do
Jim
things.
Schlossnagle is the pest of the year. I said it earlier today.
Yeah.
Forget pest of the day, week, or month.
Yeah.
He's the pest of the year. Brought to you by me.
And it makes me root for A&M over Texas. 100%. I don't like it at all. And for all those different levels. All right, let's play trivia.
I'm waiting for before we go to there and come back. I just need one comment. I'm waiting for. I'm hearing rumors, and can you confirm that the Knicks are hiring Jay Wright as their basketball coach?
That'd be fine now. Listen, just sign OG, and
I think this trade they probably won't do that, or no? Is the plan to do both?
Yeah, they're probably going to lose Hartenstein, which stinks. But
did Hartenstein also play at Villanova?
No, we got bird rights to OG.
What does that mean?
That means that I think we can match or beat any.
They will? Do they have the cash, or there's no such thing?
If they have to, they will.
Okay. Where's Julius Randle? He gone?
No.
He's still there?
Yeah, that's the word. That's the word, and that gives us guys to throw at Tatum and Brown, and I don't know. I mean, clap it up. I'm all for giving up draft picks.
The rumor is that the Rockets perhaps could be getting Kevin Durant.
Yeah, which would be funny, but.
That'd be a good team. I don't know. I can't figure out a place where Kevin Durant makes a difference. He can. He's bounced around 2 or 3 different places. He's not a difference maker anymore. He's a great player, but you can't build it. You're not building a championship around Kevin Durant as your alpha.
Yeah, but here's whether I agree or disagree with what the Knicks do. The front office has earned the right for me to.
I made the Jay Wright ha-ha joke because they now have 4.
Yeah,
because they went and got Mikal. They got 4 of that Villanova championship team. Four players, and they all play. It's not like they.
The boys showed me last night. The expert, Mr. NBA expert Stephen A, sitting there going, Villanova does not have 1 pro prospect on this team. Not 1.
Oh, that was what he said back then.
There's no one here who could go. The night they were playing North Carolina, Villanova doesn't have 1 pro prospect on this team. Not a 1.
And is that the one there Chris Jenkins hit to win? He's not even the 4.
He tweeted out last night, too.
The Hawks may have drafted him.
I think he wants a gig. So
that makes sense.
We'll sign him, too.
Yeah, why not? All right.
Let's do trivia.
Yeah, Get Smart John is next. The Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you want to take care of your family. Of course you do. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But here's what he wants you to know. Have you done your last will? Because you want to get your assets to the people that you choose. Your hard work, right? Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt's your guy. He's going to listen. He's going to help you with some tough decisions. He's going to provide you info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's a Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Matty. He's got the answers, 527-1700. That's 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
All right, guys, I want to talk to you about something important. It is time to take control of your health and feel better. You can do it with Integra Concierge Medicine and my doctor, Dr. Paul Bousset. I've learned concierge means personalized, and it means relief from simple allergies to chronic pain to sexual health. Integra Concierge Medicine.
Tired of an AC warranty that doesn't seem to cover what actually breaks? Not at Vaughn's Heating and Air. New AC units from Vaughn's include a 10-year warranty covering all parts, all labor, and all refrigerant. So remember, if your AC won't turn on, just call Vaughn's.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Care you can see.
It's all about the beautiful game. The Sporting Jacks Soccer Hour. From national teams to youth soccer on the First Coast. Join Cole Pepper, Mauricio Ruiz, and Becky Burley for Soccer Talk. Monday evenings on 10:10 a.m.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From Roll-and Lock bed covers to Lear toppers to cam locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer. Do you have clicking, popping, swelling, or pain in your knee or shoulder? This can be due to arthritic changes in your joints. Over time, you have wear and tear of your cartilage. I am Dr. George Bari, and here at Bari Orthopedics, we have numerous ways to treat your arthritis, such as regenerative medicine, including PRP and joint replacements with CT guidance for accuracy down to the millimeter. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, call us for an appointment today, or log on to BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
Did you know a metal roof from Prime Roofing will last 2 to 3 times longer than a shingle roof? If you want a better roof, think metal. Think Prime Roofing. Schedule your free estimate today at PrimeRoofingFL.com. That's PrimeRoofingFL.com.
I-9 Sports is fired up for their summer flag football tournament series, so make sure your team is part of the action. It's all happening in June and July at Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows at their brand new turf facility. Register as a team and join the fun at i9sports.com.
Mia here, and I've got 2 words for you. Incredible inventory. And it's all at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. I'm talking over 600 vehicles in stock, one location. That's over 275 SUVs, over 200 cars, over 110 pickups. Arlington Pre-Owned even has 125 vehicles under $18K. Plus, now you get 60 days to love your purchase or exchange it. And help from Arlington's Credit for Everyone program. Shop 10939 Atlantic Boulevard or arlingtontoyota.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, get smart, John.
Missed it by that much.
On 1010XL.
You know if you love him. TriviaNation.com's own. He's bald, he's beautiful. Damn, he smells good. Get smart, John. Johnny!
Good morning, Guggen.
Good morning,
How's everyone doing?
Johnny had to send the Johnny had to send the bats back to the manufacturer last week after he was no hit.
Oh.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
Not even a
And,
walk. I'd call it a perfect game.
Yeah. And having said that, because, Dan, you were not present, I'm going to just ask you the one question. You had to come within 2 years. I played a clip from Field of Dreams. Within 2 years, what year was Field of Dreams released? By the way, they got it right on the nose.
That's also known as a guess, Hick. Don't kid yourself.
Field of
I
Dreams.
famously haven't seen the movie start to finish.
I would say it's probably late 80s. I would say 88.
Okay. You're within a year. 89.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
All right.
good. That's good. All right. Well done. Now,
You know what
I
the
hate
funny
to do
thing
this
is?
to you.
A week later, after getting the question right, I would have gotten it wrong today. If I had to get the exact year. That's amazing.
That's okay. So I hate to do this right out of the gate, but I have to question your sports knowledge. But before I chastise
Say
you,
what now? Hey, hold on a second, by the way. I want to admit something to you two. I know you fancy yourselves as children of the 60s and the 70s. I myself am more a child of the 80s, but I think this particular topic applies to y'all, and I don't want you to get suckered into the Hulu documentary Brats. Not worth the watch.
about the Brat Pack.
Correct.
I heard that. Yeah.
Not worth the watch. They way overthought that, man. And Andrew McCarthy, what you learn, he's the producer and host of this documentary. He's that neurotic little person that he was in every character. That's who that dude is. He's still in his feelings about being called the Brat Pack 35 years ago, like it did harm to his career and his persona. Don't watch it. There you go.
All right.
Okay. Can't wait to miss it.
There you go.
Thank you for that PSA. Appreciate that.
I tried to deflect there, Hick.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So your question, and this goes to both of you.
Okay. All right.
Have you seen all the episodes of Full Swing?
No.
Okay. All right. Then you get a pass because they had Tom Kim on there, and with the wins that he had.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
That was a
that's
big
so-
miss. That may be the
So-
more shameful, one of the most shameful misses we've ever had. And I did some soul searching after Monday's show.
I kind of feel like, you know how a lot of people think the moon landing is a hoax?
There's a movie coming out about that.
Yeah, Fly Me to the Moon.
Oh,
I think Tom Kim's victories are a hoax.
Right?
I'm not sure I'm
Produced
wrong.
in a studio somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm
Yeah.
wrong about that.
Yeah.
I still don't remember them.
It's the fact that he has three. I knew this. I do remember one. He got one for me when I had him in fantasy. I should have remembered because of that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, I was hoping you'd say yes because I really wanted to.
Yeah, well, there you
put
go.
the screws to you, but
no, you
okay.
could have,
All
yeah.
right, so you're okay.
Deflection
All right, fair
successful.
enough. Yes.
Is
yes.
that this
Also-
year's Full Swing? The
It
new
has
one?
to be, yeah.
Because I saw last year.
Yeah, I watched all of the
Yeah.
previous years, but I haven't seen this year's.
Yeah, and it's good too. And then they got the Fitzpatrick and his brother on there, pretty good too. So also from one ball guy to another ball guy, Carl Ravitch. Everybody knows it's a hairpiece. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay. I can say that. Trust me, I can spot him a mile away. All right.
I can smell you a
so
mile
the
away, so there's some.
That's true.
Some
That's
comps.
true. You can. But I'm improving the environment by that.
Well, there you go.
All right. So you mentioned this, and I want to.
You smell like J.J. Redick's hair. I think J.J. Redick's hair has a perfume smell to it, just looking at the guy.
Yeah, but I don't spend $1,000 for my fragrance.
Yeah, or your mascara. I think J.J. wears that too. Just a thought.
No, don't wear that. No makeup.
All
Thank you. So the movie Boys in the Boat.
Yep.
Based on So you were talking about that. So your trivia question.
Oh boy.
Based on that, what college did they come from? And if you saw the movie, and even if you didn't see the movie, it's a very integral part of it.
One was Cal, but was that the one they beat?
What's the question
Were they
again?
out?
Say the question again.
Boys in the Boat,
Yeah.
the team that ultimately went to the Olympics, the 36 Olympics.
Okay.
Okay. What college?
No, it was they beat Cal. It
Was it
was
Stanford?
Washington.
Washington? Yeah, I think
I think it was Washington.
Yeah, Puget
Yeah.
Sound. I remember that as part of
Okay.
the description.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Okay.
you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
It's a good movie.
It's one of those. It's over 2 hours, and I always kind of, and then we ended up watching
I like
two movies. I could have just watched it.
Good sports movie.
Yeah, okay. That is
Yeah.
on the list. We'll be watching that one, so. Glad to hear
really
that.
is kind of like a collection of, I don't want to say misfits, but the guys, the most unlikely members of a team. So it really was. It was great. And then, of course, to go to the Olympics, the 36 Olympics with Hitler as but that just even made it better. Okay. Commercials. Yo quiero Taco Bell, I have to say it like that, was uttered by Gidget, an advertising figure and Taco Bell mascot of which diminutive dog breed in 1990s commercials?
R.I.P. Biscuit. That's a Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
that's different.
That sounds like a
that.
Super Mario sound effect.
Yeah, it does. The Florida Keys.
The Florida Keys.
Yes.
Okay.
Mentioned in the chorus of the Beach Boys song Kokomo, which island of the Florida Keys is the first one you enter when leaving the mainland?
Key Largo.
Yes.
That was easy.
Contigo, baby, why don't we go?
Key Largo.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. I just sang the song in my head real quick.
Aruba.
Jamaica.
Ooh, I want to take ya.
To Bermuda.
Bahama.
Come on, pretty mama.
Key Largo.
Contigo.
Why don't we go to the Florida Keys?
There's a place called Kokomo.
Okay.
All right, enough.
Now here's a bonus question. I'm going to piggyback off that.
Sure.
You guys started singing the song.
Right.
Okay. What movie was that song featured? Kokomo.
Was it Cocktail?
It was Cocktail.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but that seemed natural. Was that a good movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
Watcher.
Yeah.
Mindless.
Yeah.
Rat Packy.
Yeah.
The one interesting thing was just trying to get to a determination exactly what constituted the Brat Pack. Like who were the, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But there was one interesting, that only, and I know I'm taking away from trivia, so I'll tell you this quick because it's trivial. The only interesting point they did make was there was a huge transition in movies at that time where they started making movies with young people geared towards young people. When you think about it, movie stars really up until the 80s were always older actors and actresses.
All right.
Anyway.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
That is true.
that was the one thing that I drew out of it that was interesting.
Yeah. I guess we can thank John Hughes because he directed a few of those. So,
sure.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Okay. Animals.
Vegetables.
Minerals.
What is the larval, Larval, what is the larval stage of frogs and other amphibians called?
Those are okay. So it's not. I mean, tadpole's not larval. It's like this is where you can look really. Oh, come on.
I mean, it's before they're
right. It's before they're tadpoles
or whatever.
Well, they're larval, right? They're in the water, and it's that before the tadpole will emerge from that larval stage, which is.
I'm not.
What do you mean?
It doesn't.
What do you mean?
What is it called?
Yeah.
Isn't it called the larval stage?
Well, no, the larval stage apparently has a name like newt.
Oh.
Like I have newt. Could it be newt? There's something like that, dude.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going or
you
like
go with it.
or some word that I'm going to say a word that's close, but it's like the consonants are wrong.
Don't be afraid.
All right, newt. We're going to go newt.
Newt.
Tadpole.
It is tadpole.
How about new?
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah.
Tadpole or pollywog is it?
Yeah, that doesn't seem larval to me. I didn't know a tadpole was larval. I thought it was out and about and moving around. So that's again, a newt must be its own deal. I have newt. I know the Coven throws that together sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that stinks.
The Zodiac.
I had it. That's what sucks. You should have said yes, tadpole. You're right.
Where were you, Jack?
That's one that I could have. That's one too, by the way. That if we really were playing the game sitting in a bar, with your 4 or 5 different friends, we would have gotten to that answer. That's too bad.
You probably would have, right? And again, I tell the Googans and Googanellas that
I have to look up what the
you're up
newt
against
is.
it when we do this on Wednesday.
I got to figure out what a newt is.
Okay, if your birthday,
it's a salamander. We're close. All right.
Okay. If your birthday is June 25th, what is your zodiac sign?
Oh hell, is that a Cancer? Maybe June. Winter. I'm May, so I'm Taurus, like Johnny. Gibby, when's your birthday?
I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini.
Gibby, when's your birthday?
Mine's Aquarius.
That doesn't help.
Yeah.
Jeff's in
Pisces.
Yeah.
All right, so we can start. And okay, I know, like I know, I know, I know. We can process of elimination.
Yeah.
Do you know people and what are you?
Taurus. No.
It's not Pisces.
Yeah.
It's not, what did he say he was? Aquarius?
Yeah.
It's not Libra.
It's not Sagittarius.
It's not Sagittarius. It's not Libra.
I don't think it's Virgo. I think it might be.
It's not Virgo.
Is there any chance it could be Cancer, maybe?
I think we get to the summer Cancer. I think Leo is more like an July, August.
You don't think it's Leo?
It could be Leo.
Okay,
I know Leo is a summer one, but I am not into the astrology at all. So
I am either.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's still too many.
I don't know.
I think it's. Let's go Leo.
All right,
Leo.
Cancer.
Astrology is so stupid. I mean, unless you take it just for the fun nonsense, but the fact that people that's some people who need a little churching on Sunday.
Son of a bee sting.
Find you something else to believe in there, Chief.
And the thing is, both of these misses, I feel very strongly that you guys would have come around to it.
Mm-hmm.
You had a little more. I do.
I know the feeling, Dan. Know the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, poor Gibby, he has a few minutes and still misses it. So
Ooh, it's a shot.
Come on, we kid because we care.
Absolutely.
Just waiting my turn here, Johnny.
And you know what? Gibby, I say that because youth. That's why you are at a disadvantage sometimes. That's the only reason I say that. Word origins. Coming from a Scandinavian word for pirate, what is the name of the seafaring warriors known for wreaking havoc from the late 8th century to the late 11th century?
Norsemen or
Vikings, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the two that I thought.
Vikings are
Scandinavian.
I mean, the only thing, the Vikings go, it's not all, it's got to be, what are we, this is, again, feels like a huge overthink.
Vikings.
All right.
Yes.
That was easy.
Women in business. Since 2014, Mary Barra, Barra, has been the chairwoman and CEO of which American automaker?
I think that's Ford. No? Or is that still
I'm waiting for a consensus.
I'm talking to Dan. I was asking Dan. I'm pretty sure that's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just want to.
Ford.
All right.
To my knowledge, the head of Ford is still a Ford.
Okay.
So the correct answer is General Motors.
GM.
Yeah.
Ford and GM aren't the same thing? Isn't that dumb?
Oh, no.
Isn't that a dumb question?
No.
What about Ford and Toyota? Are they the same?
We'd like them to be the same right now.
Kidding.
We drop another one.
Oh, boy. Well, let's lighten things up.
Let's do
it. With your audio clue.
Oh, thank God.
And Gibby's the man on this, so well done on this. So
thank you,
just
Gibby.
let him play.
It's like I picked the wrong week to quit drinking.
Okay.
I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
I mean, this is like one of my top 3 movies of all time. If you need the movie, then this is like the easiest.
No.
That's too easy.
Well, of course, we know what the movie is.
All right.
But
well,
go
Dan
ahead and say
doesn't.
it.
Yeah, he does not. Yeah, that's Airplane.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but
that's Lloyd Bridges, the actor.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That was the question. Who was the actor?
Yeah.
There you go. Lloyd Bridges. Okay. I still laugh out loud at that movie.
I'm an Airplane dork for sure. It's one of my honestly, it'd be top 3 comedy of all time, if not number 1. I may put it number 1.
One of the guys in that movie looks like Robert Stack. I don't know. It looks
Robert Stack. Yeah, he was in it.
Was he in it?
That is
I
him.
thought that's.
It's a young him.
Yeah.
There you go.
He was a main character. Yeah, one of the main characters. Yeah.
Yeah,
you haven't seen Airplane, Gibby?
Great.
No, I haven't.
It's like a different brand of humor. It's 80s humor, but I think it's worth a watch if you haven't seen it.
Robert Stack from Unsolved Mysteries.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, and The Untouchables going back to the 50s. He was, but yeah, and he was a movie star before that. No, that's still one of those. Now, Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there something about Mary one of your all-time favorites?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, that's another one of those.
In comedies, those are for sure in 2 of the top 3. Like you can't, well, I don't know. And then we get into the whole. Will Ferrell's his own category, I guess.
Yeah, his is kind of a different. I just watched it again. Now I can't believe the movie's 40 years old. Was the original Beverly Hills Cop, and that still was
it's funny.
Good movie.
Yeah, that is good.
With the new one coming out, yeah.
Huh.
So, okay, Canada.
Oh, Canada. What?
With over 1.7 million people, what is the most populous city in the Canadian province of Quebec? Or is it Quebec? Okay.
It's Montreal, right? Or no?
I'm not good with it.
I'm waiting for everybody
It's
to...
I think Toronto, Ontario. So
Toronto's not in there.
I'm pretty sure Toronto's
Then I would say
Ontario.
Montreal.
Yeah.
I know Montreal's in
It's the French one.
Quebec.
Yeah, that's it.
Montreal.
Yes, Montreal is correct. Yes. Literature.
Shout out Expos.
Literature.
Yes. Edgar Rice Burroughs wrote 24 adventure novels centered around what main fictional character?
Tarzan. Did you know?
Correct. A lot of people missed that last night. And then I gave a bonus question. This is going a little deep. So you guys remember Johnny Weissmuller, of course, right?
Sure.
Swimmer.
Who played Tarzan. Right. That was the question. Can you tell me what year Olympics that he won? I don't know if he won more than one gold medal.
I would say it's like
32, 28.
20s, maybe.
I'd say
you've already gotten it. This is bonus anyway.
Yeah.
So.
I'd go 32.
That's correct.
All right.
And just a little, can you give me a location?
32, 30.
Wasn't Berlin, right?
No.
Because that was
right. That
36.
was 36. That was 36. Right.
32 Olympics. When in doubt, guess Athens.
Or Mexico City. Or L.A. No, not then, though. Rome.
Okay. Actually, it was L.A. That's what
LA.
the Coliseum was built for, for the 32 Olympics.
I kind of thought he won it there,
okay.
too. Because that's the transition to Hollywood's right there. I knew that, actually. Darn it.
Yeah. Well, that was... No, good job. Oh, what's your favorite category?
Presidents.
Well, everybody's favorite for you to get, I guess we should say. And I'm confident you guys are going to get it.
All right.
Located near downtown Nashville, the Hermitage is a historical plantation and museum owned by which former U.S. president?
Jackson?
Yes.
Yes.
Boom.
And another president from Columbia, Tennessee, James K. Polk.
JK.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? That little tiny town I lived in, Middle Tennessee. James K. Polk was
so good
from there.
All right, Johnny, got time for a couple more.
Okay. TV. The first 4 seasons of Boardwalk Empire are set in which decade?
I don't know that shit.
That would have been like the Prohibition era, so 10s, the 1910s?
20s? I don't know.
Okay.
Go ahead.
20s. 20s.
20s is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfumes.
Oh, good Lord.
White diamonds and black pearls are 2 fragrances made by which designer?
Sauvage.
What are they again? Give me the what are the brands again? Or the names of the
White diamonds and black pearls are 2 fragrances made by which designer?
That is Tommy Hilfiger, John.
Tommy H.
It's Tommy girl.
It's a Tommy girl.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Exactly.
Nice.
Tommy's
you know what? Actually, I kind of vaguely remember that.
Yeah. One more. We're going to end you on the geography, okay?
All
right. What is the largest country in total area that begins and ends with the same letter?
Begins and ends. Asia.
That's not a country, my friend.
Albania.
The largest that begins and ends with the same letter.
Largest.
Yes.
Largest what? Country?
Yeah. America.
Yes.
It's America. Darn it.
America.
We're actually United States.
Oh, that's too bad.
States
I'm going America, and that makes us a winner. All right. No, I'm going to go with it's got to be like Aruba.
Country.
A-E-I-O-O.
It's not necessarily.
That's a really, you got to think for a while on this one. We don't have time for this.
What do you got, Johnny?
We'll go Albania.
Australia.
Yeah, Australia's easy. Albania's tiny, by the way, but we're out of time.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, John.
All right,
Appreciate
boys.
you.
Have a good day. We'll see you.
Yeah,
Bye.
like knocking the self-confidence out of us by 7:44. That's it for us. We'll see you on Monday.
So long, everybody.
The 10-minute drill is next. It's Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Each one of us remembers when we felt it the first time, when you looked up and down those bleachers and saw 90,000 saluting alongside you. When you first saw a Gator.
1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here. Brace for hurricane season with Rhino Shield. Their home exterior coatings withstand 96-mile-per-hour wind-driven rains. You know what that does? That keeps your home safe and dry. Rhino Shield's advanced ceramic technology also helps keep your home cooler and reduces your energy bills. Man, you can use that this summer, right? Take advantage right now from Rhino Shield. Listen to this, gang. 30% off, 0% interest financing, plus a 25-year transferable warranty. Man, how good is that? Call Rhino Shield today, 414-4868. That's 414-4868 for a free estimate, or you can also visit rhinoshieldjax.com. That's rhinoshieldjax.com.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. I don't know a lot about hockey, but the joy that I saw in fans of the Florida Panthers, one of the coolest things I've seen in a long, long time. That franchise waited 30 years to finally win a title. They deserved it, and man, were they happy. Made me think about another franchise that's waiting 30 years. It's the 30th year of football for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I hope they get that title. But I'm glad the Panthers got theirs. They deserved it, and so did their fans. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships.
Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Frank Frangie here. They're committed to providing the best selection of Buicks and GMCs for you to choose from with a best price guarantee. Nimnik has been in business for over 81 years because they've been doing business the right way. Stop by Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway, just south of I-295, or shop online at nimnikbuickgmc.com. That's Nimnik, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Anytime you've got major plumbing problems, and even the minor ones, there's several potential causes, and they usually can't be easily detected. So don't guess at a solution. Hire Roland Reese Plumbing at plumbingjacksonville.com.
I'm Taylor Rose with our Remedy Staffing Westside office off of Normandy Boulevard. We are helping great people find great jobs. Remedy has helped some of the best employers in Jacksonville find talented job seekers like you for over 25 years. Our current job openings range from entry-level distribution center pickers to equipment operators. Apply today at remedygoodjobs.com. Don't wait. Apply at remedygoodjobs.com now.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here. Did you take Awaken 180 up on dropping 40 pounds by the 4th of July? If you did, next week you'll reach that goal, so congrats. And if you didn't call Awaken 180, why not do it now? Fast weight loss, easy weight loss, and then free support for life.
Fish are good at hiding. Captain Kevin can help you find them.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Find more fish on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show.
Thursday nights at 6.
Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss on 1010XL AM.
The Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is now offering online scheduling for new patient appointments for all of their positions. Simply schedule your appointment on your cell phone, tablet, or desktop. JOI is the first orthopedic practice in North Florida to offer this feature to patients. To schedule your appointment online, visit joi.net and click on the button at the top of the page. If you'll be using insurance, be sure and have your information handy. JOI, where the pros go.
Craving a cold one? Well, zip into one of the great Gate locations you see all over town and pick up a cold Bud Light, or a Natty, or an Ultra, maybe a 12-pack of the King of Beers, or some cold Coronas. It's all happening at your local Gate convenience store. Slide on in today.
Hey, it's Roger Moore, CEO of Loan Pronto. If you're like me, you're getting crushed by rising costs of everything these days. I get it. It's brutal, and credit card rates are ridiculous and going higher. That's why at Loan Pronto, we launched our Express Equity Line of Credit to bring you the relief you and your family need, using your home, your most valuable asset. We've helped thousands of people like you get fast relief with cash. The average homeowner who does this gets tens of thousands in just days and is able to save $850 per month in overall expenses. I'm talking life-changing money. Your money that you have access to right now. Listen, if you're ready to get control of your finances and get off the hamster wheel, call Loan Pronto. You can get approved for Express Equity Line of Credit in just minutes, and we can get your cash in less than a week. Stop digging a deeper credit card hole today. Call Loan Pronto now. 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. LoanPronto.com. 904-999-1508.
Equal housing lender. NMLS 166-1781. Subject to lender approval. NMLS consumeraccess.org.
This is Joe C. from XL Primetime and stoked to crank up the 9 after 5 once again at the Golf Club of Southampton. Every Wednesday, a little after 5, the gang at Southampton will be hosting us with a new game, and I'm inviting you to be a part of it. Now, through the summer stretch, break up the week with a little hump day fun every Wednesday. Call 287-PLAY to get on the tee sheet. There'll be food afterwards and prizes, including playing for a membership at the Golf Club of Southampton. Call 287-PLAY and hit the tee with Joe C.
Yo, this is Tony from Tony D's. Are you looking for a great slice of pizza? Well, we have about 12 varieties. Most places won't have slices of pizza after lunch. At Tony D's, you can get a slice all day. It's always fresh at Tony D's Pizza. Bay Meadows and 295.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1010XL.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we hand out a prize pack. Give me, what do we got today?
We do. We give out a 4-pack of jumbo shrimp tickets, good for any game this season. Our 10-10 day at the Shrimp is today, 12:05 start against the Nashville Sounds. They're the AAA affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers. So you could use it today. You could use it any game this year. For the Jumbo Shrimp, a 4-pack here at the end, brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings, is the 10-minute drill. Jeff can tell you more about that.
Dan, you remember the old slugger, mostly with the Yankees, also with the Royals, I think, Steve Balboni.
Bye-bye, Balboni.
Steve Balboni, when I was a little kid in Middle Tennessee, played for the Nashville Sounds. Mm-hmm. And he was a draw. Like, even then, he was a home run hitter. And I remember going up and seeing Steve Balboni for the Nashville Sounds when I was a little kid.
I was thinking about this, trying to tie it into the Jags. Look, the Panthers won their Stanley Cup. I think it was their 30th year, right? And so the Panthers have won the Stanley Cup. The Dolphins have won Super Bowl. The Marlins have won World Series. The Heat have won an NBA Finals. The Lightning have won Stanley Cups. The Bucks have won Super Bowl. Rays have been to the World Series, but not won. The Magic have been to NBA Finals, but not won. We're the only one professional sports team that has not been to the final game. So it's our turn, Sports Guys Little G, if you're listening. We'd like to take this opportunity and
I think we're stepping
get to a Super Bowl and also win it.
It can't. A lot will happen between now and then. I think we're stepping in, though, to Jaguars Camelot. It feels that way from this standpoint. We got cornerstones on both sides of the ball. Mm-hmm. You know, and this is a growth period these next 5 years. So we're going to be building a new stadium, moving into that. I mean, the prospects of 2028, man. I mean, 2028, you're what, going into year 4 of these redone deals. You've got guys in their absolute vet primes. You know, hopefully the personnel decisions around it accentuate this roster to the point that, you know, when we move into that stadium in 2028, it's going to be in the middle of a nice, long Jaguars run. Right now, by a mile, the most successful stretch in franchise history is that 4 years between 1996 and 1999. Let's go beat that record. Let's make the playoffs more than 4 years in a row.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think it's entirely possible. Well, because we've got the, you know, NFL teams don't get better, they get better quarterbacks. And nothing, even with the parts of Trevor that we can still pick at, I mean, nothing proves that more true than the fact they've been 9-8 in back-to-back years.
Yeah. Now, with all that said, I still feel like the roster is not improved enough, and that's the
You're not alone.
Part. Yeah. So that's the tough part. That's the, you know, we don't have one of the top 10 offensive lines, and at least on paper we don't. And we don't have one of the top groups at receiver. And we got
running
tight end, running back are very good. Very good football players. Defensive ends are very good football players. Inside, we should be better.
Yeah.
We should be much better this year.
If you look at D-line rankings, I wonder if you were looking at unit rankings if our D-line wouldn't show up.
And in fact, one of the things you were talking about yesterday was the off-ball linebackers.
No. I wasn't talking about it. I was saying that's what the best. What was the best?
Yeah. Give me interior D-line if Devon Hamilton comes back and Eric Armstead and the kid we drafted second round is a good football player. Man, that's a good group. Much better than what we had.
You got a lot of ifs there, though.
Well, yeah, but much better than last year.
And we still only have 2 proven edge rushers.
And I see no reason why Devon Hamilton won't be back fully healthy. I see no.
Here's the only thing, and I don't disagree about Devon Hamilton, but every time this team tells us the guy's about to be something, he's not about to be that. That's the only thing that concerns me. We're taking a lot of our Devon Hamilton optimism about how the team felt about him in the offseason and going into last year and what the team thought he was about to do.
Right.
Well, the teams, these guys have told us over and over, like they think somebody's about to do, and then they don't about to do that at all. That being said, I'd be in the Devon Hamilton camp going into this year. Hopefully he does emerge.
Yeah.
It was curious that they used two relatively high picks on that position. That was curious.
Well, that's fine. And if one of those guys, pans out, which of course they never do for us, seemingly. But point being, man, we gotta hit on some guys. We gotta hit on some stars. We gotta find some guys. We need a Mitch Morse can play a full season healthy. That would be great. That would be great. So things along those lines.
The O-line is still the unit that's most picked apart in any sort of rankings or evaluations.
Mm-hmm.
And it's understandable. You've got guys that by the analyst, if you broke down offensive linemen like we do receivers, and we counted catches and drops, or like running backs, so we counted yards and per carry, and quarterbacks, we counted touchdowns and interceptions, it wouldn't bode well because there are those that do measure how effective they are run blocking versus pass blocking, and our guys show up low. I mean, according to those stats, not how we highlight and review football, Hick. Right. We look at the big plays. We look at the turnovers. We look at the offensive splash plays. We're not literally watching all 5 offensive linemen play and, declaring them winner or loser of their battle.
Right.
But apparently our guys lose a lot more battles than they win, according to those that put together those stats.
Mm-hmm. Baseball last night, Mets beat the Yankees, which is always good. Only the Mets, though, make things difficult. 9-1 all of a sudden became 9-7. And
I saw Judge hit a grand slam.
Made me somewhat nervous as I had to watch painfully the last 4 outs, but they were able to get them. And so it was a good win, and they hit 4 home runs. The Vientos kid's been playing well, so that's been good. But who's who last night at Citi Field, a lot of stars were out to check it out, former Mets, et cetera, watching the game. It's always a good thing in New York when the Mets and the Yankees play. It just is. I'd rather them do a 4-game set, 2-2, and be done with it. But they do 2 at Citi, and then they'll do 2 at Yankee later this summer. So. And they beat Cole. Cole is
he was they roughed him up.
Yeah, and they get Cole and Heel. I guess that's how you say his name. It's Gill, but it's Heel.
Yeah, and he's good.
He's good. He's 9-2, but he got annihilated in his last game.
Did we get him or no?
First time. No.
Well, no. I don't
think.
Just played them.
Did you annihilate them one night?
We had one nice win over the Yankees, didn't we, Gibby? One like 8-1 or something, or did we win them both close?
No, one of them. The first one I think was the first one was 8-1 on Friday,
and that was probably this. Nah, he might not be.
That was Rodon.
Okay, that's right. That's right. All right. Well, because certain people aren't in tune with this, I won't mention that the Mets are now a game and a half out of the wild card spot, a game under 500.
It was the Orioles. He lasted 1 1/3. He gave
up
right. And 7 runs on 8 hits.
That was the story with the Yankees. Back-to-back games, they got routed.
The Yankees are scuffling a little bit right now.
Yeah,
so
it's to be expected. They pitched outside of their, they pitched over their.
Well, here's what I see with this team, with the Yankees. And I haven't watched them all year till last night. First off, Soto and Judge are so good.
Well, and Stanton played great till he was hurt.
And getting around, but if you get around those two, they hate Gleyber Torres. He's having a rough year. And most of Volpe's doing okay. He's a leadoff guy. He's about 270, but I think he started out a lot hotter.
Yeah, I just watched the Yankees. I know.
Yeah.
You know,
the lineup is not, and Stanton being out hurts, obviously. So, and Rizzo's out as well. So that's part of the problem for them. They're missing guys. So
Rizzo broke his arm.
Yeah. So those guys, not having those guys hurts their offensive lineup a little bit. But man, does Soto ever strike out?
Yeah, we struck him out on a violation.
Remember, he tried to call a timeout and he didn't give it to him and put it right down the middle on him.
But he hardly does. He's really good.
God, he's good.
I went to spring training in Tampa earlier this year. The buzz wasn't Judge. It was him. It was Soto. Everybody was talking about Soto. I mean, Judge is obviously a guy you talk about, but everybody down there was so excited about Soto, and you see why.
He may have the best batter's eye. He doesn't swing at balls, man. He never swings at balls.
Hey, Gibby, do you have the Texas A&M baseball coach's comment from after his team lost a heartbreaker to Tennessee in the College World Series finale on Sunday night? Yeah, I mean, this is tough. It's a very emotional time for Jim Schlossnagle.
Yeah.
As he heads to the podium following his team's.
Is it bad? Is this a usable word? Or should I not say this? Can I call him Jim Douchenagel?
That's up to you.
That's fine.
Is that a little much? Like, that word is not a good radio word.
It's probably not the best radio word, but I mean, it's
that's what he is.
It's you.
It's fair in this case.
I think the term fits. We'll get to that in a second. First, after a tough loss, I mean, obviously, let's don't kick a man when he's down.
No.
He's probably taking this loss really to heart.
He's an Aggie through and through.
I mean,
he's bleeding with his boys. He loves those
it's
kids.
Tough spot. So here's a difficult question for Jim Schlossnagle after his team lost in Game 3 of the College World Series Final.
Douchenagel.
Coach, with respect to the difficult outcome tonight, but with the rumors circulating today about a specific job opening, what do you have to say about your future in Aggie land?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty selfish of you to ask me that question, to be honest with you. But I left my family to be the coach at Texas A&M. I took the job at Texas A&M to never take another job again, and that hasn't changed in my mind. And that's unfair to talk about something like that. That'd be like you asking Montgomery if he's going to sign in the draft. But I understand you got to ask the question. But,
all right, Dan, that's Jim Schlossnagle after the loss on Sunday night. What did Jim Schlossnagle do yesterday, Dan?
He left his family again to take a job at Texas.
He took the Texas job.
Another
yesterday.
job that he only wants, and he'll never leave again.
I'm just clarifying. I mean, it's after that. I mean, the reporter, how dare he ask a legitimate question that he's factually correct on, not when Jim Schlossnagle is in the building.
Like, what's the difference right now between the two jobs? Because I know A&M has boatloads of money. I don't know facilities and such. I know Texas hasn't won a natty since, I think, 2005.
Okay.
And they hadn't, so I don't know, the deal out there. Like,
well, Texas's tradition in every sport is just, I mean, let's be fair here. It may have been a while for Texas. I mean, one is an A+ brand and the other is a B brand, dude.
Okay, that's fine.
And I'm sorry, Joe Deegan. I mean, I'm just giving you inside the state of Texas, y'all fight it out. I'm telling you, for the broadband sports fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Texas and Texas A&M are not in the same category.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just not. One of them feels like a genuine contender almost every year in all three sports, and the other is not.
$1.35 million at Texas A&M. Trying to see what Texas is paying. I'm gonna be curious.
That dude's just a coward. I don't want him. If I'm a Texas fan, I don't want this.
Gutless.
You're just a coward.
Answer.
Yeah.
Gutless answer.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to win. You can't win a title being led by a coward. You can win a title being led by people of poor character. You can't win a title following a coward. That guy is a coward.
Hey, it's going to come out. Why can't you say? Tough question right now. I got a big decision to make.
That's all you got to say.
You can even say that. You can even say, hey, look, I got a big decision to make.
And our kids are here.
But you know what? Right now I'm focused on my kids here.
Right. 100%. Not hard. There's 1,000 things you could have said better than that.
1,000.
It's almost like he had something to grind against that particular reporter.
Well, you're, an A&M guy, I think. I mean, an A&M reporter. Yeah. You're just a jerk. Just a jerk.
Yeah, he's just a Class A pest of the year.
Weak. Who do you think you are?
You're a coward. You're a baseball coach, too, by the way. Just zip it, man.
And I'll say...
I don't know where you came from, Schlossnagle, but golly, man.
I'll say gig 'em Aggies. I hope they beat Texas. I don't like the way it's done. And again, I don't know if you don't have as much of a problem with it, but for me, you don't go to an
I don't
arch
want
rival.
it, but I'm
You
not
don't
going to.
do
It's
it.
not the end of the world to me. It's the way that he did it and what he said.
The AD was his AD at TCU, and so there's the connect. They're like best friends or whatever. But he not only he takes the whole staff, man, and he's going to try to poach some kids. I mean, he's just an ass. I'm sorry. I would go there. I would go there to the A&M Texas baseball game next year in Aggieland when they're playing. I would buy tickets right above the dugout, and I would light him up the whole game.
And he doesn't seem like the type that could be able to take it.
Yeah.
You can't
He'd
take
probably
it.
turn around and threaten
That
me.
guy
and I'll
was
say,
so-
what
that-
are you going to do,
that guy was-
Schlossnagel? Answer the question. Is this a little selfish? Selfish is the word you use, Schlossnagel? Talk about selfish.
It might be worth flying to wherever Texas is playing, even if you don't have a dog in the fight, just to do that.
Yeah.
That would be cathartic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that. And by the way,
Texas again, and all and again, this is
it
all,
reflects poorly on Texas, too.
This is all that's wrong with college sports. They don't care about the money. They're paying out. Like Texas just reaches into their wallet. Here's $3 million to buy out Schlott. They got to buy him out, and it doubles if he takes another job in the state of Texas.
For a baseball coach, it's amazing.
Yeah.
For a baseball coach.
And there's just no loyalty. No loyalty at all.
All that's all old news. It's still very rare when a guy is as big of a DB coward as this guy was the other day. He's going to live in infamy you're an all-time bad human being, bro.
I mean,
that's just all time. You're just a miserable person. That guy, by the way, could not have been more delicate and polite with his question.
Yeah.
He could not have
Correct.
broached it any more respectful and professional.
Yeah.
And you are there's nothing. Yeah, you prove that the old axiom that bullies are just cowards, that are just weak inside themselves. That's what this guy is, and I'm with you. A box on Texas and Schlossnagel, may you never win a game.
And the kids, again, this is the message that's sent in college sports from these selfish, think they're better than they are. In the end, they're just stupid-ass coaches. I mean, they know a sport. Good for you. Good for you, Schlossnagel. Anyway, 641-1010. Gibby, tell them what they're going to win as we go to break and wrap up the drill.
4-pack to the Jumbo Shrimp. Any game this season, you might use it today to come see us
it's
for
10-10
day. Yeah, 12:05.
I also want to remind everyone that, as always, 10-minute drill brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings. That garage has gone so well. Patio could be next. All right, give you a call. You'll take home the prize pack. Maybe we'll see you at 1010XL Day at the Jumbo Shrimp. And we'll be back with more next on a Beatros Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
It's right here. Hello.
Radio waves sound great when you're next to ocean waves. 1010XL. Catch the wave. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. That's a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane, his dad, his guys from here, taking care of people who live here. People like me. We use Lockhart Construction not once, not twice, 3 different times. My son Drew Drew's used Lockhart Construction. I'm telling you. You know why I was sold on Lockhart Construction, man? I went over to my son's house on a Saturday morning, and they were out there finishing up a job that they because they want to get it done in a timely, affordable, friendly, and clean way. And that's what they do. They do it every time. I couldn't speak more highly of anybody. They become friends of the family. Their family gives our family a better living experience. I say you unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. If you have a construction need, thought, idea, or remodel, give Shane a call. He'll call you back. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart and Lockhart Construction. 994-3865.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
At Honda, we appreciate all the comparisons to other vehicles. And no matter how many times they compare their vehicles to a Honda, only a Honda is a Honda. Remember, value, quality, safety, there is no substitute. Visit your local Honda dealer now and experience the difference.
This is Hayes Carlion for QC Kinetics. Are you not able to enjoy this summer as much as you want because of joint pain? Well, give my friends at QC Kinetics a call at 904-274-5522 for a free consultation. They're serving the Jacksonville area with locations in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking lasting joint pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. QC Kinetics advanced treatments harness your own body's ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue so you can walk, run, hike, play golf, move again, pain-free. Their advanced protocols have enabled tens of thousands of patients to reclaim their mobility. Stop putting it off. Take action now and live your best life again. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. 904-274-5522 in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra. That is QC Kinetics.
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645.
D.V. Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. In a vote Tuesday, Jaguar fans finally heard the approval many have wanted to hear.
Look at how fast we pushed that through. This was a long-term and very intentional effort between our administration and the Jaguars, and we're there.
Now the deal heads to the NFL owners meeting in October, where it must receive support from at least 75% of the team owners. Former Jag Bucky Brooks commented on the dynamic offensive lineman Cam Robinson brings to the unit.
Cam Robinson gives this unit the edginess. It's really important for him to not only be back and available to avoid the injury bug, and look, the suspension certainly impacting him. He needs to be on the field.
The NBA draft gets underway this evening, starting at 8 p.m. Draft experts predict the Magic will look for a defensive specialist, while Miami will look to fill their need for a point guard. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
79 degrees at 8:15. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
There you go. There is a fascinating dynamic to me that's involved with value. Okay, and here's what I mean. If I ask you to name the top 50 players in the NFL, your ranking of the top 50 players, I wonder, would that list be the same if I said, hey, let's have a draft and you always have the next pick? Would that list look the same?
Okay.
I don't think it would. I think it would look very different. Like if there was a draft right now of the entire, or if I had to rank the top 100 players in the National Football League right now, and you could take any, we could pull up someone's ranking if we wanted to, or we could just go with, what's established and assumed.
Yeah.
Right? if all 32 GMs had a draft of the available talent in the league, they said, you know what, we're going to start from scratch. We're going to draft the players. Would the list look the same?
No.
They wouldn't, would they? There'd be how many quarterbacks would go in round one of a free-for-all draft? Every player is available. 15? 20?
Yeah.
And I say this only, and I'm not trying to.
Mahomes would go first.
Sure, he
They'd
would.
all be in agreement on that.
Correct.
But after that,
and Josh Allen, and again,
you might take Justin Jefferson. You might take Myles Garrett.
Would anyone take those two players before they took Josh Allen?
No.
Were they, before they took Joe Burrow?
Knowing that you're not going to get
right?
If you'd have to take the quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so does that not mean that those players are either I guess we're talking semantics here. I bring this up as an offshoot of, like, Pro Football Focus had their top 25 under 25, and Trevor was like third, and he was ahead of Purdy and Stroud.
Mm-hmm.
So if Pro Football Focus has got him third of the 25 under 25 in their list, which is a couple weeks ago, it's just strange to me that there can be another list that's come out, this one from CBS, where he's not even in the 25 of the top 25 under 25.
Okay.
And so I was applying that same logic if I looked at this particular list, and the NFL GMs or even fans, quite frankly, there's no one in the world that would ever take Sam Laporta over Trevor Lawrence, or Christian Darrisaw over Trevor Lawrence, or Tristan Wirfs over Trevor Lawrence, or Puka Nacua over Trevor Lawrence, or Trent McDuffie over Trevor Lawrence, or Garrett Wilson, or Chris Olave, or Antoine Winfield Jr., or Devontae Smith, or Kyle Hamilton, or Patrick Surtain. No GM would take any of those players over Trevor Lawrence if they had their choice.
Right.
So it's just strange how those values intersect, I guess. Should they not, in a perfect world, be the same? Or is quarterback just such a much more in position than anywhere else that it skews the entire rankings?
I think it skews it in the end.
I'm not saying I disagree. And is Jared Goff better than Nick Bosa? Well, maybe, probably not. But honestly, if you tell me I can have, just to start my team, you can have Nick Bosa, you can have Jared Goff, I'm taking Jared Goff every single time.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I wouldn't blame you. I think it's what you have to do.
Sure, yeah.
Especially because
I guess my argument is if
you don't take him,
right,
you may have Nick Bosa, then you're not going to have a quarterback.
That's right. And so my point is, here's a 25 under 25. It seems silly to me that if every player in the league was available and all 32 teams were drafting, Trevor Lawrence would go in the top 25 overall. Never mind 25 under 25.
Explain to me how it is that I'm just like looking at the grades of the trade. The Knicks got Mikal Bridges from Brooklyn.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the grades, and the Knicks got a B+, which is fine, and the Nets got an A+.
Because they got the 5 first-rounders?
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm with you. I'd rather get talent. I mean, NBA draft picks, even the good late draft picks, they're never on the team that drafted them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you learn that this guy was undrafted, he was the second-round pick. Well, it's his third team.
Now, they are saying, think back historically to how teams have fared trading for Knicks picks. Okay, I get that. LaMarcus Aldridge was taken number 2 overall in 06 with a pick that originally belonged to the Knicks. Joakim Noah went number 7, Knicks pick. Gordon Hayward, 2010, Knicks pick. Jamal Murray, 2016. You guessed it, a Knicks pick. The James Dolan era Knicks have practically produced an all-star team of top draft picks for rivals around the league. But the Knicks are good now.
Well, they're not going to be top picks.
Yeah.
That's right. Unless there's some in there that belong to someone else, and maybe you'll.
Yeah,
maybe you could lose a top pick. Or if it just go. Yeah, I don't. Forget the. I guess it's just the optics. The dude doesn't seem like he's worth 5 first-round picks.
Yeah.
But again, those
say that
picks to me aren't worth that much.
No. All in all, the Nets turned a player who's never made an all-star game into one of the most absurd collection of future draft assets the NBA's ever seen. They now control their own pick in 6 of the 7 drafts between. You know who controls a lot of picks all the time? Teams that don't win championships. Utah and Houston, who's on the come, but, what have they done?
Houston, by the way, is going to go get the guy who.
And then they're going to turn around.
I believe Bridges was part of that deal.
Yeah.
Bridges came from Phoenix to Brooklyn for Kevin Durant's departure from Phoenix. And by the way, now Durant may be gone by the time the draft comes tonight. The Houston Rockets apparently interested in trading for him. Durant, it's official, he is not an alpha. He's not an alpha dog leader. He's a really, really great player. And
don't
put him with another great player like in their prime like Steph Curry. But, I mean, Kevin Durant's bouncing all over the league. He can't lead a team to a title.
Don't NBA teams, like when they trade these picks, there's always this, well, they're protected if they're in the, in other words, if we're in the lottery, it's protected or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of that usually happens now. And the Knicks haven't done that. They traded them. But a lot of times when they make trades, they'll say, okay, yeah, you can have it unless it's a lottery pick.
It's an interesting take. If the Knicks are able to make this a championship-winning team, it's going to look a lot like those Pistons teams that won in the mid-2000s.
Yeah.
There's no star. I mean, Brunson is an all-star. There's no star. Right? And beyond that, the rest are just good. They got 4 other good players. They can be great on different times and different nights.
I say all this because the draft is tonight.
Yeah, and it would be on a year where there's no...
Not that anybody cares, because you just don't know anybody in this draft.
It's very rare, though, that even not knowing, you usually know on the day of a major draft in the NFL and NBA, because I'm going to say that NHL, Major League Baseball, most of us casual fans don't even know who the prospects are. Mm-hmm. It's very rare the day of the draft that you don't have a real good idea if you're not certain who the pick's going to be. This is the latest, the lingering of unknown of who the pick might be that I can remember in a while.
Right.
For either the NFL or the NBA. Usually by now it's known. And so I don't know how the Hawks are going to mess it up. I just know that they will. It's amazing how much basketball has changed. I was thinking about this. There was a day back in our day where the top 2 picks of this draft it's inarguable. I can tell you exactly who they would be in 1981.
Right.
It'd be Klingon and Edey. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Those 2 big 7. If you were 7 foot and could chew gum, you would. If you were an all-American 7-footer, the college basketball player of the year 2 years in a row like Zach Edey, you're the number 1 pick and no one's asking any questions.
Sam Bowie went ahead of Michael Jordan.
There you go.
Why do you think he's not going to be, or will he?
Because of the way the game's played now.
Yeah.
You got to be able to shoot even if you're 7 feet.
You can't shoot it.
Edey has gotten better at that. Klingon, though, is open. So Klingon could be the number 1 pick. He's the one wild card as a 7-footer that could be that
Teams
pick.
want Klingon.
Yeah.
I think so. I've heard teams want to trade up to get Klingon.
Edey has jumped from like the bottom of the first though to like the just inside the top 15.
But you can't convince me as much as you say that there's not a place in the association for those guys.
100%.
Like Edey can
They're
play.
Just not the top. They're still first rounders.
Yeah.
Klingon might go in the top 5. Edey will go top 15. There's still a place for them.
Yeah.
It's just amazing how the game
and I guess
changed.
Klingon is more athletic though, so that's why he's ahead of Edey. Because Edey won all the college awards, not Klingon.
The only reason I know this is because my team has the first pick. So I'm reading about draft prospects a lot more than I normally would. I'm not trying to play like I'm the NBA Combine King.
King.
But Klingon, apparently, through his workouts and through this pre-draft, is showing the ability to step out, hit shots. He just looks like a more complete player than Edey is. But Edey's a grown man. He's an oak tree.
Yeah, but
he can play some defense.
But he can't shoot. He's not. I mean,
not
he's
outside.
No.
Yeah.
No, he can't.
But he was a decent foul shooter, and he's a big man who's skilled. Yes. He's skilled inside.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like you've thrown it into the lane in a Mercury Storm game.
It's a day of celebration in Jacksonville after the city council and everyone agrees on the funding for the new stadium. Along those lines, we have over almost 600 votes now on our Dreamfinders Homes poll question, and it's just a no wrong answer here. The city and the Jags agree on funding for a new stadium. Your choices are stick it national media. 2028 going to be awesome. Can't wait. Jacksonville Jags forever. Shad Khan, man of his word, and they all have plenty of numbers, but stick it national media has pulled ahead 41.7. So there is a little bit. And listen, again, normally I wouldn't say, I would say that's petty. Not in this case, man. I think you said it best. We have taken body blow at body blow, body blow, body blow. You remember that game? Body blow, body blow.
Yeah, that was Mike Tyson's punch out.
Yeah,
put him away.
Yeah, body blow, body blow.
Put him away.
From the national media, specifically Lockhan Fora, who's no longer national media, and Florio, who's a weasel. And they've, and the condescending way that they did it, like we don't belong and like we're not, and you'll see, and we know what we speak of. And then they don't ever admit that they're wrong. They never once waved a white flag or had fun or were a bit self-deprecating. No, they just doubled down. And so now, the Jags are here for the next 30 years. I mean, they're the Jacksonville Jags. That's who they are. And that's a great thing for our city. So, and again, taking a shot at,
And I would say now likely would never leave. I don't want to never say never.
Right.
But I think by the time this 30 years up, the league will have already expanded.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to go to other places at some point.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's And it's a great place. It's a great place to live. It's a great place to be. It's one of the best kept secrets in the country. We all love it here. So anyway, it is what it is, but it's good news. And it's, like I said, a celebration day for Jacksonville and the Jaguars.
I've seen some questions with the new stadium coming, some questions about the potential of hosting a Super Bowl again one day. And while no one is talking about that, I would be shocked if the Jaguars don't host a Super Bowl in the next, again, we got to talk about a window here that's a lot bigger than 10 years. I mean, the next 20, 30 years, I think they'll have a Super Bowl again.
Yeah, they could.
Because a big, beautiful stadium.
As downtown grows.
That's correct.
The hotel situation, they'll never bring the cruise ships in again or anything like that.
There's already more hotel space down there than there was then, and now they're going to build this big, beautiful Four Seasons, and that will add to it. And I imagine there will be other boutique hotels attached to that. But now with Amelia and some of the other development, there is enough to host a Super Bowl. We have enough infrastructure now, or at least we're headed that way. So.
We're headed that way. I don't think we're there yet.
There is a piece of technology that's being employed in Major League Baseball. I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but I wish Daniel were here today. We'll have the Murphy Power Hour next week. But I'm here to tell you that shame on baseball that this wasn't shut down already. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Let's get into it on the other side. This is the drill. It's a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday. Like family, Beatrice is there also now hiring commercial plumbers. More on both those at beatriceplumbing.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
Gerard fires. Oh, he caught it! Unbelievable! Mike Thomas! Touchdown, Jags!
1010XL.
Hey, I couldn't be any happier than to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, man, I'm telling you, that's how they treat you if you head over to that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. And it is beautiful. Go check that out, by the way. You'll find out what I'm talking about. There's no pressure, just friendly help. And what are you in the market for? A car, a truck, an SUV, electric, pre-owned? You name it, George Moore Chevrolet's got it. You know me, I got my boy Blue, a beautiful blue Silverado, man, that I absolutely love. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, hey, don't worry about it. It's no problem. MooreChevy.com is your answer. So easy to navigate. Any site you can try, right? It's got all the vehicles, sales, service, parts. Never been more easy to use. See what I did there? George Moore Chevrolet, gang, together. Let's drive.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Expert Automotive is ready to keep you cool this summer. Right now, get an AC inspection or a system cooling checkup. Your choice for only $19.99. Their gift to you this summer is $50 off any service and a free tire rotation with any service. Their ASE certified technicians can keep your car cool without breaking the bank this summer. Call them at 374-3373 to get an appointment today. Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
Nothing has a 10-year warranty except for a new AC unit from Vons. V-O-N-S. Vons Amazing 10. This is legit. A full 10-year warranty. It covers parts, labor, and refrigerant. That's an unmatched commitment they make to their customers, while others will charge extra for weekend and same-day emergencies. Not at Vons. No extra charges. Just great service when you need it, whether your unit needs to be repaired or replaced. Remember, if your AC won't turn on, just call Vons.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen & Sullivan.
Any action?
Find more fish on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show.
That's a big redfish, guys.
With Captain Kevin Faber.
Oh, my gosh.
Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Thursday nights at 6.
On 1010XL AM.
Okay, men, if you're battling fatigue, chronic pain, waning sex drive, performance, any and all, they are fixable, I'm telling you. Doc Busey at Integra Concierge Medicine has the hormonal treatment to get you back to the good old days. Contact them today.
Discover the timeless beauty of stone with Art of Natural Stone, offering an extensive selection of products. They cater to every design aesthetic. And not just a supplier, they also provide the installation. Skilled craftsmen ensure a flawless finish every time with Art of Natural Stone. You receive not just a product, but an inviting welcome home experience. So embrace the elegance of your own yard this year with artofnaturalstone.com. Open to the public on Phillips Highway and on Beach Boulevard.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and the XL Primetime crew will be live at the all-new Leonard Truck Outfitters this Friday, starting at 2. Tons of cool giveaways, including a new golf cart. Join us at Leonard Truck Outfitters on Beach Boulevard this Friday from 2 to 4.
There's certain places you know if you go in, they got what you're looking for, like Gate Convenience Stores and Cold Modelo's. That's the ticket. Or get on the craft side of things with something from Bold City or Sweetwater. Hit the cooler at Gate, full of choices and all of them good.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I guess there is a downside to the concept and design of the new stadium that's to come. They've never gift wrapped something that would involve just the joy of the entire community. Like we gift wrapped for the Jaguars now some 10, 15 years ago, and our vision of the future of this city, and it involved putting the beginning of a roller coaster in at the landing and riding that in down to the stadium. It was a fantastic idea. It would have set us apart from any other sporting venue in the world. You don't just take a trolley to the game.
Did they just not respect us enough that they poo-pooed it because they heard it?
I mean, you just get right on down into, just get right on the roller coaster. I mean, you could even go on the other side of the river. I mean, you can make this thing come in. But I don't want to just come in, let's come in like on a double loop-de-loop. Just pull right up to the stadium. Now, we needed it back then because our team was winning 2-3 games a year, but it was still a great idea, and sadly, it is now it's been killed. I believe at one point we actually asked Mark Lamping on air about the roller coaster.
We did.
Yeah.
We put it to him.
Yeah. I guess he didn't take us as seriously as we meant it. I'm going down memory lane and talking about Jacksonville's hopes, and maybe we sent the message to the national media before we ever got a team, and they couldn't let it go. But this from the Times Union.
Mm-hmm.
Back in 1993. This would have been summer of 93 or fall of 93. The Jags were awarded a team in November of 93? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
AP. Investors trying to secure an NFL franchise for Jacksonville said, quote, "Our NFL dream died after the collapse of negotiations with the mayor over the Gator Bowl lease. It will take a miracle at this point for this thing to come back to life," said Wayne Weaver, Touchdown Jacksonville is sad to inform you that today is the day our NFL football dream died in Jacksonville. A statement said. Mayor Ed Austin, God rest his soul, I want an NFL franchise. I'm willing to sit back down with him, but we're not going to be intimidated into a bad deal. Now, back then, the arguments were compromise acceptable. Meanwhile, the drive to sell skyboxes and club seats scheduled to begin on Thursday were going to be canceled. Forget how, and we remember that. We were there, and it had all broken off, and I famously remember, was that when David Selden was caught in the parking lot, Bolton Town? Was that the same time frame? Or was that a little before that?
Yeah.
But it just so happened, and we fell into it to a degree, right? St. Louis screwed up their presentation, or they would have most likely been that other team. But we beat out, right? Baltimore was in the mix. So we beat them out. Beat Memphis out. And with Charlotte, the Jaguars went into the National Football League. At least they were awarded team in 1993, first season in 1995. That makes this year 30. And Hick pointed out before, we're the only city with pro sports that hasn't at least been to the championship round.
In the state.
That's what I mean, in the state.
Yep. So what were you going to tell me about baseball?
So I didn't realize this, and and maybe it's not too much. But there's technology that's being employed in Major League Baseball back in the clubhouse. And say it's the 8th inning, and here come the Mets relievers, okay? And due up for the Braves in the top of the 8th are Albies, Riley, Ozuna. And so as you realize, you look at the bullpen and you see what's happening there. You can go back into the clubhouse area. You can, I want to see the name of the machine here. You can fire up MLB's new Traject technology. You can plug in the reliever that you're about to face, and voila, through virtual reality, there he is throwing to you. I'll give you a specific.
As a hitter?
Yeah, I'll give you a specific situation. They use Willie Calhoun of the Angels. Angels trailed by a run halfway through their May 28th game. Calhoun, a journeyman outfielder, figured he'd be used as a late-game pinch hitter, so he made his way to Angel Stadium's indoor batting cage and turned on Traject.
Okay.
The cutting-edge machine that's quickly become a go-to in the industry for its ability to replicate Major League pitchers. Calhoun queued up all the Yankees' high-leverage relievers, most of whom he'd never faced, tracking as many pitchers as he could over the course of a couple of innings. When he was summoned to face Luke Weaver in the bottom of the 8th, he felt ready, took back-to-back changeups for balls, then had a base hit to right a leadoff single that ultimately helped lead to a come-from-behind victory. I was able to see how it was looking before I ever got into the box. That machine is nice. It's essentially a pitching robot that can play the video of any pitcher's windup, then spit out all of his pitches from the appropriate arm angle based on the, mountains of data that's available. It's now used by 19 Major League teams, plus 3 others in Japan, despite not being around in any form until 2021. This year, the league office has allowed Traject to be used in-game, a polarizing decision that has in some ways splintered the industry based on personal interest. Some hitters, frustrated by an era in which pitchers throw harder and nastier, have celebrated what they consider a rare advancement. This is the first piece of technology we've had that truly benefits us, one position player said. The pitchers disagree. They point to recent rule changes implemented to create a more hitter-friendly environment. They consider Traject an unfair advantage. Maybe it's Traject. I don't know. Trajekt.
Kind of saying tragic is what you kind of keep telling me.
Traject. Traject previously required an internet connection to operate. That's a violation of Major League Baseball's sign-stealing policy. Modifying the device so it can operate offline prompted the league to allow for it in-game use. I can't get, do they stand in, or are you just watching it? You know what I mean? Are you standing in at the...
I don't know. We have to ask Murph.
Well, they're not telling me.
Is it like you put this on your head?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the... Well, I will say this. This is a fair point from Yankees lefty Caleb Ferguson. It's impossible for a pitcher to mimic the at-bat. We don't even really get the chance at all to try to have that upper hand where you come in and face a guy and read the results, see what's going to happen if I face whoever, but they could be hitting my fastball for the next 3 hours. That's not fair. Hitters say they find it helpful, but they also argue it's not that simple. The machine's too bulky to travel with. Hitters largely don't swing off it. I guess they are swinging. It's like batting practice.
Okay.
Hitters largely don't swing off it in-game, worried it might make their hands sore. Some have said it's also hard to pick up the baseball spin. And because the image projects, it's basically a hologram. It's more difficult for hitters to time themselves off a pitcher's arm. So, yeah, here's what it looks like. It's like a big, it's just a pitching machine. And what it is, Dan, is you see, I've seen this at like ballparks before, where the pitcher, you see video of the pitcher pitching. When it gets here to the release point, it comes out of the hole in the pitching machine with the same kind of, it'll mimic the arm angle spin and everything that you're going to see from that reliever.
I got you.
I don't have a strong feeling either way. I'm surprised that I don't think it should be allowed to use in game. Like if you know you're facing Garrett Cole tomorrow and you want it today, although good luck tracking that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I got a pop quiz here, Gibby. You give me some pop quiz music? 2 simple questions here. Jeff, I'm going to ask you and Gibby. You can both play. It's a baseball question.
Okay.
Of all the stadiums in the world of Major League Baseball, I would like to know what stadium sells the highest, the most expensive beer, and the least expensive brewski. You go into a ballpark, where are you going to shell out the most money for a beer?
Well,
all the beers are basically the same.
It's going to be, it's 1 of 3 places for the beer price.
Okay.
I feel, and if I'm wrong, then.
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
I'd feel pretty confident it's New York, San Francisco, or LA.
Okay.
Is that right? Can I narrow it down?
For the most expensive?
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Wow.
Is it because of a size different, or are we talking equal portions? So like you go get a 50-ounce beer somewhere, they charge you $20.
It's MLB beer prices.
All right, let's go then. Where's
For example,
another?
$7.69 will get you a brewski in Philly.
That ain't bad.
No, that's not bad.
All right.
The Jags games.
The highest, so you know, is $14.99.
For the same size? Or you don't know if it's the same size. All right, I'm going to go with, how about Boston?
Yeah, Boston.
Boston is third at $10.50.
Okay, how about...
Wrigley, Chicago.
Also $10.50.
How about Miami?
I was going to say low for Miami.
Miami... $5 will get you a brewski in Miami.
Yeah. Let's go to Miami when we're done.
The cheapest one is $3. That's the other one you have to guess.
Yeah, there's some shenanigans going on here. Nobody sells their beer on the regular for $3, so there's that. But you can get one at certain time, I guess. $3. I'm going to Atlanta, man. I mean.
Oh, you think it's Atlanta?
Yeah, for the $3.
No.
Tampa.
Atlanta is a $5 beer.
Okay.
Tampa. Nope.
No, the $3 got to be at Pittsburgh, Iron City.
Pittsburgh, $8.91.
Wow. It's got to be a terrible team for the $3. How about Detroit? They need beer.
It is a terrible team. $5.29 for a Detroit beer.
Okay, it is a terrible team. All right, how about the
White Sox?
White Sox third highest, $10.50.
Yeah,
wow.
that's an expensive
thing.
area, right?
Yeah.
All right, how about the cheap? It's a terrible team, he said. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have this here. The Nats. No, they're not terrible anymore though.
The Royals.
Royals no longer terrible, but no, the Royals.
They're okay.
Oh, the A's. Let's go A's.
$5.
How about the A's?
Yeah, the A's. We should have got that.
Yeah, it's not the A's.
Not
The
the
A's
A's.
are $7 for a brew, the same as the Dodgers.
Wow.
It's California.
How about
Apparently, there's no
Colorado?
rivalries.
The Rockies.
Colorado,
Coors.
$3
They
get you a beer.
They give you that Coors for cheap.
And a doob.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
actually tape
Yeah.
a doob next to on the cup.
My man just
$3 for a beer in Colorado.
Went doob on us.
Yeah, a blunt, if
there
you will.
Go. Okay. Local legal.
Yeah.
You know, you do you.
Yeah.
Jeff, why did you go? It's strange you took your baseball trip this year. You saw the Braves and Rockies. Why was that?
I've always wanted to go to Rockies.
Yeah,
games.
I'm sure you do.
Most expensive beer still.
All right, okay.
You haven't guessed it.
St. Louis have been a good cheap. Let's go with. I'm shocked it's not the big
me too.
city. expensive taxi places. All right, let's go.
It is a big city.
Padres. San Diego.
How about Toronto?
Toronto. San Diego's $5 beer.
Mm-hmm.
Rays are a $5 beer. Who'd you say, Toronto?
Yeah.
Toronto's a $4.50 beer for a Molson.
Oh.
I don't know.
What about Brewers? Milwaukee.
Is it the Rangers?
No and no. Rangers are $8.
I like how he said it is a big city. I mean, they're all big cities. Who are we kidding? It's not the Mets.
It's not the Mets. The Mets are $7.50 for a brewski.
Good for the Mets.
Yankees are $6.
I feel
named
like
them all.
I feel like we've named every team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
The Astros.
Astros also is a big city.
Yeah, they're all big cities. Yeah, I can't. I've given you the biggest cities in Major League Baseball, like probably the top 10 big cities in Major League Baseball. I've given, so that hint is now confusing.
$14.99 when you go to the nation's capital.
I thought we said Washington.
Yeah, I think we did.
We did for the lowest one.
Is that right?
Yes, you did.
Well, it figures if they're going to rip you off anywhere, it would be in Washington. It's a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
There's something special about radio play-by-play. Always has been. In Jacksonville, your place for play-by-play is 1010XL.
Certainly facing challenging economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with my guys at ITP Partners. Those are Jacksonville guys. They're taking care of my Jacksonville money. Gang, I'm not an expert when it comes to investing. I don't know what to do. Is it a 401k? Is it a SEP IRA? But I know as I move closer to retirement, my money grows. And that's because of the ITP Partners, the guys I trust. Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Reed Wingate, Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryan. Not just me. 3 generations of Hickens, Junibug, Drew, have invested with ITP Partners. Ain't cookie cutter stuff. They listen to each of us, give us individualized strategies where our goals are their priority. It's a great time to get started. If you're in your 20s, get started. If you're in your 30s, what are you waiting for? If you're in your 40s, get going. ITP Partners always there to help. For more info, Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751. ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
I have done in my career literally thousands of joint replacements.
Meet Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, National Medical Director at QC Kinetics, an acclaimed orthopedic surgeon who now advises patients try all they can do to avoid the knife and consider regenerative medicine.
I myself was able to continue skiing for 10 years after my knees started to be a problem because I accessed regenerative medicine.
Now, after 20 years of study, research, teaching, publications, and clinical experience, Dr. Scheinkup is regarded as one of America's true pioneers.
This is the future of medicine.
Dr. Scheinkup came to QC Kinetics after seeing what they were doing around the country, helping tens of thousands of patients get lasting relief from joint pain with no surgery and no drugs.
QC is so far ahead of the game in its science, its protocols, its people, its facilities.
Call now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Dang, missed the ball, broke the tee. No worries, I'll just go to golf-t-repair.com and get these babies fixed. Oh, and while I'm on the site, I'll check out the Pro Shop with exclusive apparel designed by Jacksonville for local golfers. golf-t-repair.com. Don't forget the hyphens. It's the place for golf stuff.
Arrested? Got traffic tickets? DUI? License problems? Gun charges? Drug charges? If you've been charged with any crime, call me, criminal defense attorney Malcolm Anthony, at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
Did you know a metal roof from Prime Roofing has the highest wind and impact ratings available? If you want a stronger roof, think metal. Think Prime Roofing. Learn more at primeroofingfl.com. That's primeroofingfl.com.
When they were little, the other girls played with dolls.
Aww.
They played with footballs.
Who's them?
Yes, it's us.
Helmets and heels.
From the First Coast Lighting Studios at 1010XL.
Weekdays noon to 2.
Some girls have all the fun.
Spring is here, and along with it comes the best golfing days of the year. Come out to Hidden Hills and test out our Arnold Palmer signature masterpiece and enjoy the popular Hills Grill after your round. Book your tee time today, hiddenhillsgc.com.
Good
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball presented by FIS is home all week at 1-to-1 Financial Ballpark. Tomorrow is Coors Light Thirsty Thursday, then it's Red Shirt Friday with fireworks, and the first 2,000 fans on Saturday get a free hat, plus more fireworks courtesy of the Maxwell House. Our biggest fireworks show of the year is set for Wednesday, July 3rd. Tickets start at just $5. jackshrimp.com for tickets. Jumbo Shrimp Baseball. Affordable, family fun.
How many MLB records does Pete Rose still hold?
How long has it been since you compared homeowners' insurance rates? Log on to southernoak.com to get an instant quote or find an agent near you.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Pete Rose holds the Major League Baseball records for most hits, most at-bats, most games played, and is tied for most seasons with 200 or more hits.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our returning champion, a basketball court sweat mopper from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Louis Cramp.
Great to be back, Merv.
There's only one category left on the board, Louis. People you can trust to repair your air conditioner. Your 10 seconds starts now.
Well, I'm pretty handy with tools around. Right, so my Uncle Steve used to fix transmissions, so maybe he could... Okay, sorry. I guess just call the guys at Bueller?
That's right, Louis. The highly trained technicians at Bueller Air and Plumbing have the tools and the experience to service any make and model of home air conditioner to make sure that you are cool.
You sure I can't just have a quick...
Yeah, we're done for today.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Electricians, innovators, and tech enthusiasts, listen up. Miller Electric is shaping the future, and we want you to be a part of it. From healthcare and data centers, corporate offices, aviation, and industrial facilities, Miller Electric is powering the most exciting projects in Jacksonville and beyond. We offer not just a job, but a thrilling career with great pay and incredible benefits. Visit us at millercareers.com to apply. Miller Electric, where your skills meet our vision and equal opportunity employer.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, I need to right a wrong.
You need to right a wrong?
Yes, I need to right a wrong.
All right, what is the wrong?
And maybe, I don't know. I need to right a wrong.
Okay, what is the wrong?
Everybody's excited. The kids are excited. This college football 25 is coming out soon.
Okay.
It's big, right? College football 25, EA Sports.
Okay.
Get in the game.
Well, it's kind of an old one, but yeah.
Oh, okay. And they have listed their top 10 toughest places to play. Top
according
10
to EA Sports.
toughest places to play in all of college football.
Okay. You're going to right or wrong?
It's got to be.
What listen, I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
And there's nobody listening that wants Florida to be any better than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But really, I could take the pre-thought that they have Florida in the top 10 of toughest places to play, and they shouldn't be. But I feel like you're going in the opposite direction.
You're damn right I am.
Yeah.
That's your problem, not mine.
Oh, yeah. It's 2025, by the way.
Anyone who knows the swamp knows it's a tough place to play.
Yeah, a top 10 tough place to play.
Sure as hell is.
Yeah, Arkansas,
you're out of your mind.
Arkansas called, said, nah. They lose all the time at home. This is not 1998.
It doesn't matter that they lose. The bottom line is when you're good and they're playing a game there, it's the toughest place to play.
When they're good, yeah, sure.
We're not doing a top 10, Jeff. We're doing the top 10 toughest place to play. Nimwit, I'm so tired of you ragging on my Gators.
I'm not ragging.
Get out of the family if you don't want to be here anymore. I've had it with you.
I'm not ragging on them.
Join the FSU ship.
What are you talking about?
I'm righting the wrong here, Gibby.
Settle down.
Yeah, tell us. What do you got?
And it ain't Appy State either.
You know why he's pissed? Because the Liberty lost the Commissioner Cup last night.
Come up to Boone and see what we got for you.
I'll come up to Boone.
That's right.
I only was able to cheat because I saw this list.
You know who number one is,
worked.
Gibby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've won there. We have recently.
Kyle Field.
103,000.
Hey,
Which, by the way,
that's wrong too.
It's not wrong, Jeff. I'm not saying it's number one. It is a tough place to play, man.
Again, my point is this: we're narrowing a top 10. Okay, there are 30 really tough places to play. I can name 6 in the SEC.
The sky is blue. Is it, Dan?
No, that's
is
not
it
fair.
That's what we're
dude.
doing.
Okay.
Bryant-Denny Stadium is a tough place to play, but it's not like, again, the Swamp is a tough place to play because it's right on top, straight up, straight down. The big concern is when they redo it, they don't want to lose that part of it.
Okay, first of all, I want to ask this too. Is this are there categories to get to this ranking, or is it just someone's opinion? You know what I mean?
It's EA Sports.
Are they counting winning percentage? Are they counting those types of things?
I don't know. Okay. I'm not analytically looking at it. I just know that the Florida Gators Swamp is one of the toughest places to play in the country, and it has always been a tougher place to play than Doe Campbell, which is 9 and Florida is 10.
And I wouldn't
argue
about the Doe Campbell thing.
I would invite any Seminole fan to call in and try to argue that point with me, because it's not. And Doe Campbell's a great place. It's a great environment. It's a great and when that place is full, that place rocks too.
I think it was harder to play in Florida in 1986, Dan, than it is in 2024. I'm not ragging on anyone. I'm not downgrading anything. I'm trying to speculate why 2025 ranking.
1986.
Yeah. 1986, 6 and 5. It was harder to win in games.
Were they any good there?
No, they weren't any good.
So why?
They were good enough to beat the number 3 team in the country.
Yeah. Well, in
1997, same thing. That hasn't happened in a long time. They just reintroduced
Billy
the game.
Napier beat Utah to start the year.
Great. That's good.
When you factor everything in, and by the way,
I'm just saying this is more to me just they have not been good at home.
I'm almost at the point now where I can't talk Florida football with you anymore because every time I do, all I hear is what idiots they are and how horrible the program is. You just got no positivity in your body for them. You're anti-Gator.
That's silly.
I can't take it anymore.
That's silly, man.
I can't take it.
Can't get better if you're living in this.
Where's the YouTube?
I want some. We're just okay. All right.
I just dread the Monday after if we don't beat Miami. I dread it right now.
Well, you should. You should beat Miami. You told me we were going to beat them, so I'm not worried. Obviously, when Florida is good, it's as tough a place there is to play in the country. But when they're not good and they haven't been any good, it doesn't translate.
They beat number 3 in the country under McElwain. They've won big games even when they haven't been good. Georgia Southern may argue.
Andy, Kentucky twice, Arkansas, Missouri every year. There's been a lot. It's just not, again,
there's nothing like the Swamp on a Saturday night.
If they're good and competitive,
when there's a big game on the tap.
Yeah, competitive, I agree. When they're good and competitive, I agree.
It's a much tougher place to play than Oklahoma.
Is Georgia tougher to play than the Swamp?
No.
They've got them 5.
And then Georgia's, they don't lose there. They're undefeated there. So in that respect, because they're a great team and they're great fans and they pack, it's 90,000. I'm just telling you the way the Swamp is and what you deal with.
I don't need you to tell me. With all due respect to getting screamed at here,
yeah.
I too went to Florida. I too have been
to you don't remember being there.
I do.
Apparently not.
I remember when it was a top 10 toughest place to play.
Jeez.
I do remember. I remember well. It's not a whole lot tougher to play there now than it is Knoxville or Athens or Kyle Field or Austin or Norman or Baton Rouge or Auburn.
Montreal Johnson's a pretty good running back. Is he, Hick?
I never said that.
Run for 3 yards.
That's where you're wrong, though. See, that's where you're wrong.
Whatever I say, you argue. When it comes to Florida football, I've had it.
Well, I've had it. I don't care if you've had it. I've had it going 6, 5, and 6, and then talking about how great our home field advantage is.
Gators are ranked just outside the top 10 in CBS Sports Blue Chip Ratio for 2024, coming in at number 11 among the nation's 134. Really? They suck, Hick.
11 is right. That's fair. That's fair. 11 doesn't suck. It is a testament to Gator Nation fans like you that scream at your coach over the silliest thing. It's a testament to why that's that tough to play. Your last 10 minutes are why that's a tough place to play. Because the team that you're espousing and demanding loyalty to has been run like a ship adrift. That's fair. And saying that it's not is going to fix it, I guess. That's all.
Blue Chip Ratio, Pros. We got blue chip ratio.
Nice. What does that mean?
It means we got blue chippers. We got a lot of blue chippers down there now. Coming off a 5-7 season, expectations aren't necessarily high. We're outside the top 25 in the Football Power Index. It's well documented how tough the schedule is. But the talent on the roster appears to have improved due to a number of highly rated signees in the class of 24, along with the addition of multiple transfers with experience, although transfers not factored into the current blue chip ratio. 63% of Florida's roster ranked as 4 or 5-star recruits as high school prospects. Though there are a handful of programs on Florida's schedule ranked ahead of Gators in blue chip prospects. Georgia, LSU. Florida's season opening opponent has 61% of blue chips. We have 63. Therefore, we'll win by 2. You heard it here first. We don't count guys like Elijah Badger, Cormani McLean. Well, Badger, who's from the Sun Devils, might replace Ricky Pearsall. Blue chip ratio.
BCR.
Yeah. Number 10 in the EA Sports. Tried to right the wrong, and I got shot down.
No, 10. Would you think should be higher than 10?
Yes. It's the swamp where only Gators get out alive. I don't know if you know that.
And Hogs.
Unbelievable.
Wildcats and Commodores and Georgia Southern freaking Eagles.
Buy you a shirt. Buy you a shirt.
Hey, man, when I was, my point about 86 in the home field advantage, I bet you that Florida's home record in the 80s is a lot higher from 80 when they were on probation with nothing. From 85 to 90, I bet the home winning percentage was better than it's been the last 5 years. That was my point. With 14 scholarships and
Shane Matthews never lost a game at home. Something happened in the Mets-Yankees game last night. Now, this is where context of social media can get out of control.
Okay.
Because you don't know what happened. So Ottavino was pitching the 8th. He put 2 guys on. There's only 1 out. So Mendoza went and got him. And pulled him out of the game. He's walking off the mound, and Ottavino says, bleeping D-bag. Now.
To his manager?
He's walking away, and he says it. Now.
Could he be talking to himself?
Of course he could.
Yeah.
He might be ticked at himself, you know?
Sure.
And yet everybody, I can't believe he needs to be held accountable for this. It's unacceptable.
I would more likely think that he's talking to himself.
I would too.
Yeah.
I would too. Have you seen this video of this 16-year-old girl from China, Zhang Ziyu?
What did she do?
She's a basketball player. She's 16.
Oh, boy.
7'5". Woman.
It'd be hard getting a date.
I mean, she's playing against girls. I got this girl who really is up to her belly button, Pros, trying to play defense. I got no shot against Zhang.
The good news is Zhang could be wide open from 3 feet and ain't going in.
No, she's got a little bit of touch.
That's the good news.
I've seen her roll a couple in here. Got a little bit of touch. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Well, since you brought up the topic of women's basketball, I will share the latest from. I would share the latest from the. It's not a one-woman league.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, whatever we do, don't give credit to Caitlin Clark. I mean, it's not just her. It's also Angel Reese. If you don't believe me, just ask Angel Reese
or Cheryl Swoops or any other.
Or any of them,
yeah.
right? It's not about the one. It's not a one-woman league. The league's growing in importance because of all of us, not because of Caitlin Clark. I'm having computer issues here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of
anger.
I think you probably unplugged me or something. Yeah, there's something going on there. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
When it loads, I will share it with you, and we'll take a break. I'll come back on the other side.
Before we do, what? You're just frustrated. What, am I interrupting you?
No, you're
not. Oh, I thought you were mad at me. This is an interesting point by Adam Schefter. Schechter?
A jaundice.
Schnipper.
It's a jaundice.
Schnipper?
I mean, listen, the fact that you don't give that guy extra credit for doing all that he does actively with jaundice bothers me.
He's a gray.
He's a gray.
That's an interesting point. Jags and Panthers each have gotten financial help for stadium renovations from their cities.
Okay.
2-time defending world champion Chiefs did not.
Isn't that funny? Well, we kind of said that. You know, we kind of said that when that came up. I mean, you got to be kidding me. They want to give the Chiefs nothing.
If I was the Chiefs, I'd say, all right, let's go to Kansas. Are they in Missouri now?
They are, and that is it's just over. I guess it's like they're saying it's like 45 minutes. It'd be like going to, the Palm Coast.
Yeah. Let's go play a game.
It's the stadium, the revered stadium you'd miss, but really for a Chiefs fan, it wouldn't mean anything. Whatever. You go to a different place, they're still the Chiefs. Not like they left for St. Louis or Toronto. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's not a one-woman league.
Oh, you found it.
I got WNBA viewership average season to date.
Okay.
Across all networks. Caitlin Clark's games across all networks have attracted 1.184 million viewers.
Okay.
All other games, 428,000. All games this time last year, 301,000 viewers. Caitlin Clark games this year, 1.184. But no, it's not about one person. It's a collective thing that's leading to this increase in viewers. Caitlin's only tripling the average viewers, I guess, by coincidence. Run her out the league.
Get her out of here.
It's a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday. This is The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
It's Cliff Averill one more time.
I'm Cliff Averill of the Seattle Seahawks and Clay High School on Jacksonville Sports Radio, 1010XL.
Cliff Averill has been a machine tonight.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Want to talk sunshine, want to talk skin. Got to protect the skin in the sunshine. Got to put on the screen. That's what the boys at Beaches Dermatology tell us over and over again. Doctors Boudreaux and Metz, the best in the business. Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery as well. They will take great care of you if you need to. You won't need to if you put on the sunscreen, if you wear the hat, if you have the long sleeve dry fit shirts on, man. You got to be careful. This sun is brutal out here in the summertime, right? If you're going golfing, man, just be careful. Put on the screen. If you're going to your kid's game, put on the screen. It doesn't take long. If you're going to the beach, put on the screen, right? Make sure you bring the screen. And if you have any concerns on your body right now, go see those doctors I tell you about. They've been taking care of me for decades and done a great job, man. I love those guys. Give Beaches Dermatology a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com, then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hacker here coming in hot. I'm so freaking stoked right now I could do cartwheels. Well, maybe not cartwheels yet, but soon, after already shedding a jaw-dropping 70 pounds thanks to the miracle workers at Awaken 180. My doc just told me to forget the scalpel. I was scheduled this month for a procedure for a vein in my leg, but thanks to dropping the 70 pounds, I no longer needed it. He was impressed, to say the least. He hasn't ever seen a transformation like I'm having with Awaken 180 weight loss. In reality, all that extra weight was dragging me down. Not just figuratively, but literally. The benefits of losing it have been nothing short of amazing. Yes, a weight loss program that works can actually be done. And most importantly, done easily. If weight's holding you back and you don't think there's a plan you can do, let me tell you, there is. 70 pounds in 3 months, guys. It's doable. So do it online at awaken180weightloss.com.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Bolt City Heating and Air is here to keep you cool this summer. Anytime, any day, whenever you need fast, reliable air conditioning service. Their friendly technicians have fully stocked work vans, so they can get your AC done on-site the same day. Rely on a family-owned Jacksonville-grown company this summer to keep your home cooling system working smarter, not harder. Experience the Bolt difference. Visit BoltCityAC.com to schedule your service appointment. BoltCityAC.com.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Wednesday is Free Friday at 1010XL's Restaurant of the Day, John Smith Subs. Experience the thrill of the grill and get free fries with any sandwich purchase all day today. Bring your big mouth to John Smith Subs on Hodges at JTV.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. After the big payday and explosive 2023, former Jag and NFL.com analyst reporter Bucky Brooks is expecting a lot from Josh Allen.
The expectation is you have to be able to do it again because now you're paid like a franchise player. So the production has to be that of a franchise player and beyond.
The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp got the opening victory of their 6-game homestand against the Nashville Sound. The two teams play again today at 1-1 Financial Ballpark. First pitch is at 12:05. In MLB play, the Rays defeated the Seattle Mariners. The Marlins got the win over the Kansas City Royals. FSU and Mike Norville get 2025 4-star wide receiver C.J. Wiley out of Milton, Georgia. He commits to FSU. He follows defensive tackle Kevin Wynn, also out of Southern Georgia. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 82 degrees at 9:12. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yeah, I know what you're asking out there. There was no hugging it out in the break. Chin to chin, chest to chest. And so I'm going to come back now with the more factual pop quiz, if I could.
Son of a
Gibby, can I get pop quiz music, please? So I have in front of me the 10 Power 5 squad. They're all Power 5. I have the actual top 10 best home records the last 3 years in front of me. If you'd like to take a stab.
I don't even know if I want to play this game.
No, that's okay. I got 10. I have 10. I have the top 10, and then I have the next 3. They're all Power 5. So I'm not throwing you James Madison or Liberty or someone like this. These are all BCS conference schools, all Power 5 schools. Mm-hmm. I have the top 10 winning percentages, and then the next 3 just missed the cut. The last 3 years.
Well, Georgia
is
lost.
There's one other team that hasn't lost. So Georgia is tied.
Alabama.
Alabama is number 2. They're number 3. They're 20-1.
Oregon.
Oregon is number 4. They're 19-1.
I know
Ohio
one of
State.
them.
Who?
Ohio State.
Ohio State is 6. They're 19-2. They're tied with 2 others.
Michigan.
Michigan is also undefeated, like Georgia, 20-0. So yeah, Michigan 1, Georgia 2, Alabama 3, Oregon 4, Ohio State 5. You have 2 undefeateds, 2 1-loss, and 1 2-loss. You have 5 more. Couple of surprises. Couple of.
I can throw one in for you.
Go ahead.
Clemson.
Clemson at 18-2. It makes the list. They are 9th.
They don't usually lose it.
I'll give you another one. If you remember back to a certain narrative this time last year, you'll remember there's a certain team that's really, really good at home. Based on a team we follow, another solid home field advantage team and where they were playing. That would be your hint. Another team that we went pretty intensely over their home field advantage.
Oh, Utah.
Yeah, Utah. Utah's 18-1, so we got to Michigan, Georgia, Alabama, Oregon, Utah, Ohio State. Clemson is 9, so I've got 7, 8, and 10 here in front of me. 7 and 8 actually tied with Ohio State. They're all 19-2. Now we are getting into this is where I think
Notre Dame.
It's not Notre Dame. Now we're getting into, these are teams that are playing above their talent level. You know what I'm saying? Like those, in fair argument, I gave you a bunch of blue bloods. If they're running good, they're always going to be good at home, even if they're home field advantage and their atmosphere. And, you want to give me a game day atmosphere column, and I'm all for putting Florida in the top 10, 1,000%. Anyway, it's not Notre Dame. You want me to just end the game and want me to give them to you?
I lost.
All right. Okay. Oklahoma State is 19-2.
Okay.
Ole Miss is 19-2.
Okay, I could have guessed.
Oklahoma is 17-2.
Yeah.
3 others are 18-3. Oregon State, LSU, NC State. That's the top 13 in the last 3 years strictly by winning percentage. Pop quizzer.
I didn't like that.
I know you didn't. I just, you know me. You know how I am.
What's the Gators record?
I'm not going to tell you because it would 100% be delivered with a negative tone.
Yeah. Correct.
Now you're making me look it up just to, it's not good. Is it? I mean, haven't we lost a bunch of games at home, it feels like?
Can't be that good, no. Can't be that good. Anyway, with that said, let me get the final results of our Dream Founders poll question.
Yeah, I like the poll questions where all the answers are good answers.
Yeah, they're all good answers. This is a celebratory poll question. We don't normally do this, but today we did. It's we have over 600 votes. Stick It National Media is your winner, 41.7.
I get that.
Jags Forever, Jacksonville Jags Forever. I keep saying Jags Forever. Short, it's Jacksonville Jags Forever because that's what it is, 27.7, which is also great. A Shad Khan, man of his word. Again, I will say this. Listen, we criticize Shad Khan. We criticize him at times as, what are you doing as an owner? Why are you bringing this guy back? Why do you keep this guy? What are you thinking here? You had said this earlier. They are in a good position right now. We think they're going to have a beautiful stadium. They have a coach who has won a Super Bowl, and they have a quarterback who's capable of winning a Super Bowl. Okay? A lot of the main pieces are as strong as they have ever been in this franchise's history.
Agreed.
Now,
I think we're going into Camelot, Dan. I think we're going to look back in 10 years, and this would have been the beginning of a glorious year. We're going to get a new stadium.
Yeah.
We got 2 bedrock, genuine stars locked up, young, in their prime is coming in the next few years.
You've got to improve the roster. You got to keep improving the roster. By the way, we're talking about ratings. 16.3 million viewers watched Game 7 of the Stanley Cup.
Wow, that's a huge
second
number.
most watched NHL game on record. Now, again, that's CBS or CBC, SN, TVA Sports, ABC, ESPN Plus. So across North America, the 2024 Stanley Cup final average 8.8, which is still a lot of people, up 85%. Most watched Stanley Cup final across North America since 2013. So
I'm surprised there's been one with 16.5 million.
Did you see the Stanley Cup?
That's more than, is that not more than like the NBA Finals?
That was like 10 or 11. 16 is more.
That's what I mean.
Did you see the Stanley Cup yesterday? It went in the Atlantic Ocean.
That thing gets taken for a ride, man.
I mean, it's become a great tradition, and each player gets it for like a day or whatever. A lot of them like to go to their hometowns. A lot of them like to party where they are. A lot of them like to take it to see their friends and family. I mean, they can do whatever they want with it. They throw it in the pool. They just have a great time with Lord Stanley. And he yesterday he went into the Atlantic Ocean. Right in there.
Yeah, I guess they give it to a different guy, and he gets it every day. Because yesterday, it was Kachuk that was carrying it around, right?
Yeah.
And they took it to some bar at the corner and were pouring shots into people's mouth. They dumped it right on a dude's head. Yeah, that thing surely someone has lost it, right? It's got to be. What number Stanley Cup are we on? Like somebody has dropped that off a pleasure boat to the bottom of the ocean, or broke it beyond repair, or tainted it with salmonella, or there's got to. Is this can't be like the same cup? They just redo it every year, or no?
It's redone every year.
No, I'm just saying it's a different piece of.
I don't know. I don't think so. I was watching. There's this video of this big heavy-set guy playing golf.
Okay.
All right. Big heavy-set dude. And they call him Wider Woods.
Okay.
And then they started giving him nicknames.
All right.
So here are a few of the nicknames. I enjoyed this. Thicky Fowler.
Oh, so they're going to be all plays on the PGA Pros, yeah.
Snacks Homa.
Okay.
Nelly Quarter Pounder with Cheese. These are Berman-esque.
Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler.
Okay.
Ludwig Aberger.
Yeah. This first miss.
Xander Souffle.
Okay. The souffle probably a little too.
Davis Love the third plate. Walter Hagen-Dazs. It made me laugh. I'm sorry. Sunday Im.
At DAE.
Yeah. Happy Grillmore.
These are all good.
They're good.
There's a lot of them there, I bet.
Yeah. That was good. So I enjoyed that. I saw that the other day, and I said, oh, I like that. So that was kind of cool as we get ready for the Rocket Mortgage. And Miles Russell, who will be making his debut. Does he make the cut, Jeff? Miles Russell, 15, 16-year-old kid from right here in Jacksonville.
I would say no.
Made the Corn Ferry Tour cut.
Yeah, I mean, I would say no. I don't know. I don't know if that seems like a big ask. Tiger was 15 when he played the LA Open. Is that right?
15 or 16, yeah.
Okay. Did he make the cut? No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. Man, although I will say this, kind of a relative. It's not the thickest field that PGA, that a 15-year-old would have to face on PGA Tour.
This week,
a lot of guys skipping this week on that part of the schedule, right, in between majors and big events. So, I don't know, man. I think, would it mean a lot if he did?
Yeah,
it would. It would add just like another, because the guy's building a heck of a resume here. Again, it's dangerous when you're this young. This guy's got a lot of growing to do. Danny, he's a small youngster, slight, little.
Yes.
He's going to grow a bunch. And listen, not all, but a bunch of the great juniors, just they're. I don't think that's like a detriment. People grow bigger and stronger. It's likely to make you better before it's likely to make you worse. But still got to grow into his adult body and. But man, he's clicking every mark. He's been I've heard the stories about this kid, Dan, since he was 5-6 years old at the beach.
Right.
I've heard stories. Hey, have you seen this little 6-year-old at Atlantic Beach? Broke 40 yesterday. What? So he is, and again, he was named the U.S. Junior Amateur of the Year at a younger age than Tiger was. Tiger previously was the record holder for winning. A lot of times that'll go to a college player or a 28-year-old amateur champion, or it can go to a lot of different folks. To win that at that age is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll be curious to watch him.
They have a fake cup they allow the players to get rough with.
Oh, is that what it is?
There are 2 cups. It's a known secret. That makes sense. Yeah. You give them that one because they bang the heck out of that.
Heck out.
And I bet you that second one does get lost. And that would stink, because then you would have to go fake engrave it all over again. That's a lot of work for the engraver. Although maybe if you're the engraver and you get a little extra cash, a good side hustle for you, maybe it behooves you if they lose the cup.
Yeah, it might. Now, let's do this. Let's take a break. You want to? Come back. We'll see what's trending.
By the way,
New York
Florida,
City
unlike you, I'm willing to adapt and recognize and flow and get back to the, because in fairness to your negativity accusation, I'd put them like 20 these days. They were 11 in your EA Sports. 10 in EA Sports. They have only lost 5 games the last 3 years on a team that's been 3-8, 5-6, 6-6.
Yeah.
So 5 losses with that kind of dog-do record. And with the top 10 loudest college football stadium by decibels, I saw that recently, so I've looked that up. Washington is the loudest.
Interesting.
Were they in that? They weren't on your list, were they?
No.
Clemson is second. LSU, who you hear is the loudest, was third. This is documented. This isn't opinion. Washington, 133.6 decibels. Clemson, 132.8. LSU, 130. But you go on down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at 115 decibels, just behind Penn State and ahead of Wisconsin, Florida.
Okay.
Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. 10th toughest place to play, regardless of record. This is The Drill. We'll come back with our final segment. It's a Beach House Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Gators. Subscribe to the 1010XL Gators YouTube channel. Up-to-the-minute updates, instant reaction from Gainesville, plus the same 1010XL Gators podcast you've grown to know. And check out 1010XL Gators on YouTube.
Man, I just love this relationship with my one-stop doc, Paul Busay at Integra Concierge Medicine. I mean, because there's so many different roles here as my concierge doctor. I mean, his card's in my pocket. I can call about any and everything. If I'm looking for relief for any and everything, there is a solution there. Sometimes it's traditional. Often it can be hormonal. Unlock the keys with bioidentical hormones that can change the way you've been feeling. There are things that you think are gone, and they're not. Call 619-3609. Set up your consult. Let him go over it with you. And by the way, if you call and set an appointment for 10, when you get there at 10, you'll go in at 10. You won't be sitting around filling around paperwork and wasting time. It's time to talk about what's been bothering you, how you can feel better. Testosterone or others may be the key. From crippling allergies to your libido, chronic fatigue, you can find the cause, get your hormones in balance, and feel better soon. Call that number today or go to IntegraConciergeMedicine.com.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Summer starts now at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet with our summer sale. It's not sink or swim. We have vehicles for every budget and every need, starting as low as $79.99, and you won't get burnt. We offer 20-year 200,000-mile protection on new and 7-year 100,000-mile protection on used. Plus, we can really cool things off with our 30-day exchange policy. Start the summer off the way you deserve it with our summer sale at Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We're here to wow you.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and I know you've heard this before. Why is it so hot in this house? Well, summer's here on the First Coast, and those soaring temperatures can do a number on your AC. And when they break down, we need them repaired in hours, not days. This is where the good folks at Fenwick Home Services have you covered. Fenwick offers same-day 24/7 service, and if you need a new AC because yours is on its last leg or already broken, Fenwick has next-day installation. That's right, next day, and can keep your family cool and comfortable all year long. Online at FenwickHomeservices.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hicken here. Brace for hurricane season with our friends at Rhino Shield. Their home exterior coatings withstand 96-mile-per-hour wind-driven rains, keeping your home safe and dry. Rhino Shield's advanced ceramic technology also helps keep your home cooler and reduces your energy bills. This summer, take advantage of their 30% off, 0% interest financing offer, plus a 25-year warranty. Call Rhino Shield, 414-4868. That's 414-4868 for a free estimate, or visit rhinoshieldjax.com. That's rhinoshieldjax.com.
This is Dr. George Bari, inviting you to look online at BariOrthopedics.com for the latest in medical advancements when it comes to getting you back to full joint health. After studying under Dr. James Andrews, I know proper diagnosis is the first key to treatment, and educating the patient is the fastest path to recovery. Whether it's chronic back pain, nagging arthritis, or necessary joint replacement, we're here to serve you in the best possible way. We are Bari Orthopedics, and online at BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
Everything you need to know about your Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars Today with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony.
Jaguars Today from the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute studios.
Every weekday from 10 to noon on 1010XL.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. You've heard me talk about the Rolex my grandfather gave me for graduating from college, but there's something else you need to know about Rolex watches from an official Rolex jeweler for over 60 years. If you own a Rolex, probably today more than ever before, if you need that Rolex serviced, you should only visit an official Rolex jeweler. In North Florida, there are 4, with Underwood's 3 stores, and Mayors has 1. Anybody else claiming to work on Rolex has no direct access to parts, and the use of non-authentic Rolex parts jeopardizes your Rolex from both an authenticity and a value standpoint. At Underwood's, we have state-of-the-art Rolex repair shops, both designed and outfitted by Rolex and staffed by Rolex watch technicians trained by Rolex. And best of all, our shop is on premise, so your Rolex will never leave Jacksonville, and our Rolex repairs carry a 2-year warranty. At Underwoods in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free from credit cards, car loans, and personal loans. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value's way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards. Get some money for a home improvement. Literally, hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips, and approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508, or go to loanpronto.com. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. 9:30. Good morning, Jacksonville. Hanging out here on the Drill on a Hump Day Wednesday. Big day today in Jacksonville. Last night was a big day. Today is sort of a celebratory press conferences and such. Kind of get some of the inside story on
the tough questions.
How this all came. There's really no tough questions to ask, quite honestly. Like, again, there'll be a time for tough questions, but I don't know that these are tough questions.
I think the biggest question now is, do we know, even if you won't tell me where, do we know where we're playing? You know, and that's a fair question for the Jags.
Yeah.
Do you know where you're playing in 2027? It's just not to the point that you can completely go public, or is there still some question about where those games will be played? So that's one question. And the other is the 2027 London games. How many? That's more important to you than it is to me and maybe some other.
It's not that important to me.
But from you thinking about this, the ticket holders, I mean. Just because we're not gung-ho for going to Orlando 6 or 7 times a year doesn't mean that there aren't home who do want to, and London doesn't allow you that. But it also may allow somebody who hasn't done London to go over and see 2 games, right? You get there at the end of 1 week and stay a week and see 2 games. I don't know.
And my son did it last year. He said he had a great time.
He saw both? He stayed for both?
Yeah. You go over like on a Friday. He ended up staying a week, but...
well, just hours after Jim Schlossnagle has said that Texas is his dream job, he's left for Oklahoma, so keep following that.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Do you want to do headlines or see what's trending? What do we got?
I can do either way. I'm so man.
I got some training.
The Hawks have done nothing but steal my joy for my whole life. They've done it again tonight. Do you know how fun it should be to be the fan of the team that has the number 1 pick?
Yeah, there's no fun.
This should be a fun night, man. The NBA draft's tonight. My team's got the number 1 pick, and
no fun.
There's no obvious pick, and I just know you want to make the surest bet in history? They will. I don't care. I don't know who the right guy will be. They will pick the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Whoever's number 2 will be a Hall of Famer, and at number 1, he'll be playing for the Grizzlies in 5 years. Oof, I hate him. I'd take Klingon, by the way. Just last thing. I'd give me him.
Let's see what's trending with
Okay, Gibby's got trending today. It's the top 5. It's brought to you by Integra Concierge Medicine. Call 619-3609, guys. Man, the proof is in the performance, and I'm getting so much feedback out there. Get your consult and get on the path to not just feeling better, but staying on top of your health.
Number 5.
Well, let's start right there. Let's start tonight's NBA draft. Round 1 begins at 8 o'clock. The Hawks are on the clock. Who's the guy you want tonight, Jeff?
I think I would take Klingon, man. I'd take Klingon. I think Klingon can play a lot of years and be a 20 and 10 kind of guy. I do. He reminds me of kind of got some Al Horford in him, Dan.
I think the fun part that's going to happen here is...
But I don't know anything about those 18-year-old French kids. I don't know. I mean, I'm taking Klingon because I know who he is. It does look like, to your point that you made earlier in the season, that Reed Shepherd is going to ultimately be higher than Dillingham, which to me is a mistake. I'm not taking a one-dimensional shoot, but whatever.
Number 4.
I would take Klingon. He's the UConn center. That's who I would take at number 1. And you know, the Hawks were among the worst in the league at, quote, protecting the rim last year, like 26th, I heard. So give me that. I'll take the big dude.
Number 4, ESPN released last night the ratings for the College World Series, the second most watched on ESPN platforms on record. Number 1 was last year.
Florida
LSU.
I feel like it's growing. I really feel, after all these years, I feel that college baseball is growing. Because, I mean, Dan, you go back in our lifetime as sports fans, go back 20 or 30 years, college baseball was not known. You know, you didn't follow polls. You just didn't have near the interest and appeal that it seems to have now.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And listen, it's just in time for the selfish, rich, wealthy D-bags to ruin the game.
Yeah. Well, we had one of those things happen with the loser from the College World Series.
Tell you one thing.
We'll get to
that. They damn sure better get the they damn sure better get kids on scholarships in baseball.
Yeah.
Because the hidden secret is what do you get, 11.3, Gibby?
11.7.
11.7 scholarships for a baseball team in college? No, man.
Yeah.
You're
Gotta be
making
more.
this much money. We're pouring this much into the facility. Guess what?
By the way, if those ratings are tops 2 years in a row, guess what? They're going to draw a lot more money next time they go through negotiations. They're going to get more money for the broadcast rights.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
right.
Do you have the numbers? Like, how many millions was it? Like, you tell me that Game 7 got $16 million for the Stanley Cup, huh?
Yeah.
More than any game in that Lakers title run.
So the average College World Series viewership was 2.8 million.
Okay.
Game 3 averaged 3.3, and that's their second most watched ever.
All right. So last year, Florida LSU, number 1.
Games 2 and 3 peaked over 4, it says here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's still not
Number
the
3.
widespread appeal of even the NHL, but it is growing.
All right, number 3, Travis Kelce and his brother Jason were on that trip to Paris, I guess it was, for the Eras Tour, Taylor Swift. And Jason admits that he cried during the performance.
Okay.
What are we doing, Kelce brothers?
They're way too late on that question. I mean, it appears that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are just like your typical celebrity boyfriend girl, maybe a little better than typical.
Yeah.
I'd have thought they've been broken up by now.
I did too.
Right? So I'll give them credit.
Surprised.
Whatever.
Yeah.
My daughter is a huge Taylor Swift fan. I like it. I refuse to say anything bad about her. I'm not putting her in the coven and all these other attention, even though she's the same attention-seeking's there.
I'm not a big Swiftie.
But my daughter, who is a much better person than me, likes her, so that's enough for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I will say this. I saw Jason Kelce was at one of the concerts.
Yeah.
He was crying. That's what Gibby just said. Jason was crying.
Yeah, he's emotional.
Jason was?
Yes, Jason was crying. His brother.
Oh, I thought you said it was Travis.
Well, they were both there, but Jason was crying.
Well, anyway, I'll say this. I saw Jason walking to the concert. They had video of him, and he stopped a kid in a Kelce Eagles jersey.
Oh, nice.
And he tapped him on the shoulder.
Hey, look at me.
Yeah, signed, that kind of. That was cool.
That is cool.
That was a nice thing.
Number 2.
All right, we referenced this a moment ago, but all the talk on social is about this coach at Texas A&M. Well, let's let you hear real quick the comment and the question asked of the talk that we're talking about right now on social.
Coach, with respect to the difficult outcome tonight, but with the rumors circulating today about a specific job opening, what do you have to say about your future in Aggieland?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty selfish of you to ask me that question, to be honest with you. But I left my family to be the coach at Texas A&M. I took the job at Texas A&M to never take another job again.
Guess what he did? He
took
another
the Texas job. Yeah, the very next day, because he's a downright dirty, cowardly liar. I mean, whatever. I mean, go coach. You're probably a good baseball coach, but you're a coward and a liar. So good luck. Good luck letting the coward and the liar be diminished by the good baseball coach part. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. It might work in a temporary time, but... And what does that mean he left his family? Did he literally leave his family to take a job, or did he leave him in another spot? What are you even talking about? What, are you a victim also here, Chief? The worst part was... That's a selfish question.
You just don't dress down a guy.
Yeah, just a jerk.
I appreciate you asking. I know you got to do your job. I just don't want to talk about
not
that
tonight.
right now.
I'll have something tomorrow.
Yeah.
There you go. And
Real
if you make him nervous, that's fine. But just and are you
you're going to take the job.
Right? Are you so naive to not know this is going to be a problem?
Yeah. You knew it was coming.
It would honestly give me pause if I were the team hiring him.
Right. Well, didn't.
No, of course not.
Number 1.
Number 1, this is trending nationally. It's certainly the top trend here in Jacksonville. The announcement last night, the stadium passed 14-1.
Yeah, a great day for Jacksonville, and just proving that gives us peace of mind. And the Jags are here. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars, man, and this goes back to all the founding fathers back in the early '90s who were chasing this dream, and they did it. It's a big. It's one of the great upsets in sports, and we're the benefactors. And now we can set our sights on maybe grabbing a Super Bowl.
With the formal announcement, there are some things now that we see that oppose some of the fears, or maybe of what you could fear. There's a clause in this deal that limits the Jaguars to one home game annually in London, unless it's one of those years where the NFL mandates an additional.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a clause that would only be during a season in which they have 9 home games. In other words, they're not going to play 2 home games in London ever again unless the NFL makes them. And if they do, then it'd be a year that they had 9 home games, not the year they had 8. So, again, having this big, beautiful, nice stadium, I was thinking this, Hick, would you rather it open a great fanfare in prime time, or would you rather just put it to the test right out of the gates with a week 1 o'clocker, and let's just see how much cooler this building is? Right? There's a part of you wants to go right at high noon and, and put this newer, cooler stadium to the test.
Yeah, 15 degrees cooler, I guess. And listen, you're out of the sun. That's the main thing, and that'll be great. That'll be great.
Well, I'm really, really, really just looking forward to the whole thing.
Yeah.
And now it's a reality. And what I was going to say though too is, where are they going to play the games? And how many will be played in London in 27? Like, where are you going to play your 27 games? That's really the only huge question.
Yeah.
For me. Right? You're going to play in front of a lesser crowd, but hey, that's the Jaguars. Give them credit. That's them listening. They listened. They heard that when they were going around. We don't want you gone for 2 years. We'd rather you be here for 45,000 to be gone for that whole season, and that's how, it ended up. So credit to both sides, and you said this earlier, for making it through without that stare-down moment.
Yeah.
Without that newspaper story like the one I read earlier from before they ever got the team the first time. None of that. It seemed to go through pretty smooth.
You almost always have those type of things.
Something.
We did.
At some point, right?
So
and a shout out District 2, the only district in Jacksonville, says, keeping the Jags isn't such a great idea.
Hick, we were talking about this before you got here. Do you know what the plan is for Florida, Georgia? Is that home and home? What are you thinking?
I think that's what they'll do. Yeah. I mean, that's what they did when they built the stadium, so I think it would be a pretty simple
I think if you're big on Florida, Georgia, staying in Jacksonville, you want it to be home and home. You don't want it to go to Atlanta and Orlando or two other neutral fields.
I think, overall, again, it's a money maker for the schools. And in the end, money talks. And whereas I would be, normally I might say I'd be concerned. I'm really not. I think that Florida and Georgia see the benefit of playing the game here and will continue to do it, even though Kirby complains about it and stuff.
And I think that their fans will enjoy this beautiful new building too.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's fewer seats maybe, and I don't know if the design of this stadium allows all the temporary stuff like the other one did. Does it? Have you heard that reference?
It to 70,000.
So that's as big as it can go. What Florida Georgia before was going a little more than that, probably.
Oh, I don't know.
Mid 80s, I bet.
Well,
right?
we were 66.
Yeah, 66. They probably added at least 10, 15,000 more, right, with that whole.
I don't think it was in the 80s.
Maybe not.
I do think that.
You might be right.
I think that FSU Bama game had a that one here years ago.
That was like the most attended game, I think, ever.
I think you're right. All right, we'll take a break. We'll put the wraps on a hump day edition of The Drill when we come back.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish. And he's listening to the Nimnicht Outdoor Show.
With tips and stories.
Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Every Saturday morning, 7 to 10.
On 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Your Jaguars game day, your way. Whether you want to see a division rival like the Titans, an NFC North opponent like the Packers, or a mix, deciding on your favorite matchups has never been easier with Bundle at the Bank.
Touchdown, Travis Etienne!
Get tickets to 3 or more games starting at just $58 per game. It's as easy as pick, pay, and play. But seats are selling fast, so visit Jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our returning
champion, a basketball court sweat mopper from Jacksonville, Florida. Meet Louis Cramp.
Great to be back, Merv.
There's only one category left on the board, Louis. People you can trust to repair your air conditioner. Your 10 seconds starts now.
Well, I'm pretty handy with tools around. Right, so my Uncle Steve used to fix transmissions, so maybe he could... Okay, sorry. I guess just call the guys at Bueller?
That's right, Louis. The highly trained technicians at Bueller Air and Plumbing have the tools and the experience to service any make and model of home air conditioner to make sure that you are
cool. You sure I can't just have a quick...
Yeah, we're done for today.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Beard's Diamond's incredible 0% financing is back.
Shop the biggest inventory in North Florida
and get 0% financing store-wide for 5 years on anything and everything.
In the St. John's Town Center or beardsdiamonds.com.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On June 26, 2003, the Cleveland Cavaliers selected 18-year-old LeBron James as the first pick in the NBA draft.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
I spray and scrub, but the soap scum in my bathtub is still there.
I spray and scrub, but the burnt sauce on my stovetop sticks around.
Sprays can leave grime behind, but new Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser combines the scrubbing power of an eraser with the cleaning power of Dawn to melt away tough messes on contact.
Just wet, squeeze, and erase.
Stop spraying, start erasing, and clean with more magic than ever with new Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the Botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations. Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine. And over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing? Or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the Botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
If you're an experienced, skilled plumber or welder that's MedGas certified and you're tired of working for a company that just doesn't treat you right, Local 234 is the place for you. Their pay is the best in the business. You'll walk away with $35.09 an hour in your pocket. With benefits, that's just over $50 an hour. Local 234 has been around since 1901, and that means something. Visit UA234.com to send your resume. Local 234. Make the right connection.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
I guess I need to cool down over this Schlossnagel thing, but it really burned me. It burned me, and I tweeted last night, this Texas A&M coach chiding a reporter last night and going to Texas today is so weak. It makes me sick that he's going to an arch rival. And also reminds us why the kids should always do what's best for them as well. I mean, that's and by the way, most people would agree with me. What a clown after that tirade he went on, and he had to know last night he was leaving. Texas A&M players deserve to be celebrating right now. Schlossnagel took it from him. They all lie. How many players is he going to take with him? I mean, you go down the line. There's no loyalty in the sport. I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. I'm as bothered. Jeff's not as bothered as much as me, but I'm as bothered by him going to an arch rival as well. I mean, that just annoys the heck out of me also. So, but anyway, that's what I'm cooling. I need to cool down about it because I'm still hot about Schlossnagel. Yeah. I'm hot.
Got hot, all right. You do need to cool down.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
I'm going down on the obviously the documented fact that Top 10 toughest places to play in the country right down the road in Gainesville. Where was FSU on that list, Hick? Looking up at us.
Yeah, they were there.
I'm trying to make right here, and you just can't even. I mean,
this is what I mean. Last 5 seasons we've been no good, and we're 24-6 at home. I mean, they got the 5th best record in the SEC at home the last 5 years.
That's okay. That's fair.
And
that's fair.
And you're sitting here telling me,
Well, yeah, I guess somehow I just get distracted by the fact that we, don't have won anything.
Yeah.
Right?
No, we haven't.
And by the way, and it's also been exaggerated by there was a day where you didn't lose to the level of competition that Florida's lost to at home, right? They had you didn't lose to an unranked team.
Well, it's a different time now. I mean, we're talking, we got better records in Texas, A&M, Ole Miss.
No, you're missing
Missouri,
my point.
Tennessee.
You lost at home to a terrible
Auburn.
Arkansas, Kentucky. It's the level of team you're losing to is what I mean. That they would never. Anyway, this is what happens.
This is what happens.
Enjoy Jaguars today. That's coming up next.
This is what happens.
It is been. Are we done? We still have more time.
No, we're wrapping it up.
No, we're good.
I understand.
I mean, well, the problem is.
You know what you need to do? I think would be really, you need to just move to District 2.
Yeah.
This is the drill.
You're a District 2 guy. You and Gay.
I mean, there you go. It's just
14 yeas, 1 nay, 2 abstain.
By your vote, we have scored a touchdown.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Where is he? Where did he go?
Where's he going?
1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
At Hodges Mazda, what Mazda moves you? Find out. Take advantage of 0% APR on our versatile lineup of 2024 Mazda crossover SUVs. Lauren Brooks here. Choose from the off-road ready 2024 Mazda CX-50, the stylish 2024 Mazda CX-30, or the tailored for you Mazda CX-5. With 0% APR for 36 months, you'll find your perfect CUV. Our professional non-commissioned sales team always puts your best interests first, and you'll get 2 years free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com. See dealer for details. Terms and fees for qualified applicants expires July 1st, 2024.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Prime Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prime Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer